All right, guys, are you ready? It is the new year, and if you're like me, I'm ready to declutter and organize. Are you ready for the challenge? If you don't know where to start or how to start, today I'm going to help you get started by sharing 3 hours of decluttering and organizing videos from my past. I've decluttered and organized many rooms, closets, areas in my home, and I want to help give you some ideas. In today's cleaning marathon, which is a compilation of older videos over the years, I'm going to share how I organized in kitchens, mine and my sister-in-law's, a bathroom, a small pantry, a closet that I organized in a way to create more space, under my sink, and much more. There's also going to be 2 chances to win $100 in PayPal cash. This is open internationally, and I'm going to have all of the details for you soon when the video starts. I hope this video will give you all of the cleaning and organizing motivation you need for the new year, and I want you to reminisce with me. If you're new here, these videos are from my old house, my parents' house, my sister-in-law's house, so it's kind of fun to go back and see. For me, it brings back memories. Remember, you have the power to tackle any project, cleaning, organizing that you want to do. Put me on your TV, tablet, or phone and come clean and be productive with me. Remember, you have the power. You can do this. We are going to do this together. Let me know what you're going to clean and organize next. Give me a thumbs up and let's get moving today. I don't want to make this too hard for you guys, so I'll let you know which video the giveaway question is in, or about what video it's in. The giveaway question is when I'm organizing in a kitchen, and it's definitely not in the first 2 videos of this marathon. It's later on in the marathon. I just want to thank you so much for an amazing year. I want to thank you for being here. You guys have been here throughout the year, and you're just such a bright spot in my life and throughout the year of 2023. I know I say this a lot, but you and this community means the world to me. So just thank you. Put me on your TV, your phone, your tablet, let it play, enter the giveaway later on, and I just hope this video will give you the power and the confidence to clean and organize and conquer the new year. Again, this giveaway is open internationally, and there will be 2 chances to win $100 in PayPal cash. All you have to do to enter is answer the question I ask. Again, it's when I'm organizing in the kitchen. Be subscribed to my YouTube channel and have the notifications turned on. More details later.
I know, I'm a lost case, I'm a mess, but everything feels a little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. You're making it brighter right through the gray. Something that's real. With you I get that. You're like a lighthouse in a dream, really distant but your beam is guiding me home. So cold yet warm when you hold me, when you close. I know I'm a lost.
So I've been starting out my mornings in 2021 with some lemon water, nothing special, but just a way to force myself to drink a little bit more water. And this morning, the plan was just to pick up the kitchen and the living room and deep clean some areas of my kitchen before tackling decluttering and organizing under my sink and the hall closet. We kind of created our own DIY mudroom, so we have more room for all of the kids' coats, shoes, gloves, backpacks, and all of that. So I'm gonna organize both areas today, which I did organize those areas back in the spring, but with our growing family and the kids getting a little bit older, some of the solutions just didn't work. So that was going to be the plan for today, and I am telling you, I am in love with the transformations, and I cannot wait to share with you guys how I was able to transform both of these areas. And I'm also going to tell you how I did it, and hopefully you guys can transform an area in your home as well.
the text on XO. My ace boom boom, no flex, no. I won't gas you up like petrol. Just trying to take you way up where the jets go. But you didn't notice that. Keep clocking all my hours, I told you that. Work now, play later. But you keep going off on me. Keep texting like it's all on me. Yeah, you're all in my head like you're my forever, not forever.
Before I got started organizing, I wanted to wipe down the slider back door. There were a lot of little sticky fingerprints on there, and I wanted to dust the top part as well, and also clean the tracking because it gets filled with dust, dirt, cat and dog fur, food from the twins, and all of that.
Everything feels a little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. You're making it brighter right through the gray.
So this is one of my favorite little cleaning hacks. It's so easy to do. You just take a sponge and cut long lines down the sponge that go along with your window tracking. So I deep cleaned the window trackings here not too long ago, so it really wasn't too bad. And this little hack is kind of a way to maintain it when it's not super bad, you know? So I just spray the tracking down with some cleaner, or I just wet the sponge with some water and I slide it back and forth, and there you have it, clean window trackings. It's just kind of like a good maintenance hack.
I've been lonely for some time, even though I got too many friends.
All right, so now it's time to organize. My husband was putting together a little cube organizer that I'm going to be utilizing in our closet to kind of make our own little mudroom type of thing. So he was getting that put together and I was getting prepared to start organizing.
Couldn't stay. I've been stuck.
Hey guys, now it is time to organize. I'm gonna show you the two areas I'm gonna tackle today. One space and under the sink. So I got some new things. I got some new containers and I'm really excited about that. And then the other project, sorry it's a little dark, is the coat closet. New system that I'm really excited to try out in here. So we'll see what I can do.
I wanna hold your body close to me. I wanna take you where you've never been. Swear I won't break your heart and I won't let you down.
So with both projects, I'm going to be kind of KonMariing, pulling everything out and decluttering before I actually organize. And so I pulled out all of the organizational bins and things I'm going to be using in the kitchen before I get started. And I think the goal with a lot of with these projects is to create more space and have a place for every item in the closet or under the sink. So I'm not just, you know, throwing things in the closet or in the sink. And a little tip, if you have an area you're trying to organize, I will tell you that when I start an organizational project, I kind of start it before I actually start organizing, if that makes sense. So a couple days before this, I kind of took space of both of these areas, the closet and under the sink, and took stock of what was under there. So I measured the spaces. I did a quick eye test of things that I knew I would want to keep in the closet or under the sink before I actually went online to start shopping for the organizational bins or different type of organizers.
What is your now? Maybe we can dance the night away. So I wanna do now. I want you to stay right here with me. Stay with me.
All right, so let's get this closet organized. So this is a closet that we keep our shoes, our coats, winter boots, rain boots, tennis shoes, all of our coats, heavy coats, light coats. And I organized this back in the spring, but that organizational system just wasn't working for our growing family now. It did for a while, but not now. So I guess my tip to you is organizing and decluttering can be an ongoing thing, especially if you have kids. Kids grow. they get into different activities or they start school or different things happen. And as your kids grow, you may have to reorganize, or even if you don't have kids, like your life changes, you may have to reorganize a space even though it once worked for you. So when I organized this back in the spring, it worked for us, but this recently had not, because my twins were, they're walking now, so they have multiple pairs of shoes and we have multiple coats that we didn't have in the summer. So now I have 3 kids with multiple coats. It's the winter, so we have hats and gloves and mittens and all of that, and I needed more organizational room for all 3 of my kids in here.
I hope that you can stay right here with me.
So I wanted a cube organizer in here, and at first I was going to go with a taller one, but it really didn't make sense because we have hanging coats and book bags in here. So I found this really nice 3-cube bookshelf at Walmart, and I turned it on its side to put in here, and I found these bins at Target, and I just think it looks a little bit nicer, which I like because this is right off of our kitchen, right off of our living room. So I want the space to be nice, but also functional. And the twins share shoes right now, but I know that probably and likely will not always be the case. So each girl has their own bin for shoes, and then we have a bin on the bottom for hats and gloves. So I saw this idea and I thought it was super cute because we live in Ohio, and so the problem is, like these baskets are nice and all, but we have snow on the ground, we have wet shoes, and I thought it would be nice to add that as an option. So if it's rainy, snowy, they can set their boots on those pads, and then when they're all dry, they can put them into these bins. If you have a space that is just so cluttered, you may have to go in first and declutter that space and then take a look at everything you have that you're keeping and then go shopping. But for organization bins or, containers, both of my spaces were cluttered, but not crazy cluttered. So I was able to kind of do an eye test and assess the main items that I wanted to keep in both spaces. So I was able to go shopping online before I actually started decluttering, if that makes sense. So step 1, measure the space, take stock of what you want to keep in that space, and then go shopping for items and organizational systems that will make sense for that space and fit in the space and create the most room.
Say you won't let go. I will keep my heart wide open. All I ask of you, baby, keep the fire burning. Come on, keep the fire burning. I keep losing.
So I found these clear organizers off of Amazon, and I knew I had 4 things that I wanted to organize in there. And I like it because with these, I can organize 4 separate things into one space because I'm utilizing the vertical space. And I love how they were clear, so I can see what's in these containers on a daily basis since I get under my sink all of the time.
Tell me all the secrets, 'cause baby I can't see the end. Don't slow down. I just need you to say you won't let go. I will.
But when you start an organizing project, you want to assess your space. What do you want to keep in there? And then go online and start shopping for the items that you want to keep, like Amazon, Target, Walmart. So I knew that I would have, my everyday cleaning supplies that I wanted to keep down here, like my Jaws cleaning products, which I use most frequently. So one of those, I wanted those out front and center. And then I have my Mrs. Meyer's and rubbing alcohol for my DIY cleaner. So I knew I would have those in here as my main cleaning products. And then I was also going to organize the dishwasher pods, cleaning rags, and sponges under here. you guys have an Instagram, I'll go ahead and put my Instagram right here. You guys, I would love for you guys to come over and find me and say hi. Just another way for me to be able to connect with you. Sometimes it's easier to chat over there. But yeah, I'll have it over there. I share more of my life. Of course, cleaning, tap to cleans, but more of my personal life, more of my kids and all of that.
All the time, I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when it's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that it moves and the way that it laughs, so I can't get enough. Thinking about him all the time. I can get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine.
So if some of you guys have watched the home edit on Netflix, I know the big thing there with organizing is clear containers, and there are some spaces I really like clear containers and other times I don't want clear containers. So this is kind of one of my first go-arounds with clear containers. Sometimes I like things to be more concealed, and I don't want to see the clutter or the mess even when it's in bins. But I feel like under the sink, since most of the stuff was very cohesive and all of the same thing, it doesn't look messy or cluttered. So I like having the clear containers here.
Cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's really new. Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah. You know I want him nah.
So I was so excited to put some labels on the clear organizers, and I'm using my Cricut Joy machine, and I just love this machine. I'm going to be using it for all over my home to organize, and I just like how it allowed me to make the labels that I wanted to make. And it's just really easy because they have this app that already has pre-made labels, so I didn't even have to create them myself. Like, it literally took 5 minutes to create all of these labels, so you just have to type in your words and it prints right out. So I just love using the Cricut Joy for things like this.
If you want, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. I heart is saying yeah. I wanna now. Yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want.
Okay, so here's the closet. I love it. It's going to be so much easier to organize everything. So I have Avery's shoes. She of course has the most shoes. The twins have a shoes, and I did get 2 bins for them, one for Emery and one for Addison, but right now they share shoes because they wear the same size, but I know it's not likely that they will always wear the same size shoes, so I wanted to make for sure they each had a bin. And so for right now I have their shoes here, and then I just threw in their little backpack in here. It was actually Avery's, just because there wasn't a ton of room up here, and I want to reserve this hang area for Avery's school bag, her winter coats, and then of course we have masks right now, which let's hope, cross our fingers, that we're not hanging masks for that much longer. So I just threw that in there for right now. And then down here, even though Mike and I's shoes aren't wet or anything, I just thought it would be a good place to put them. And then we have like all of our hats and gloves in here, which is kind of nice. And even when Mike and I don't have our shoes, so if Avery has wet boots or shoes or something, you know, we can always just put our shoes like over here, because now there's a lot more space. And then I have the diaper bag, my purse, Mike's gym bag, all hanging up over here and tucked away. So when I last organized this in the spring, I added these heavy duty command strips. So if we ever need to take them off, they will obviously peel really nicely. But I just thought it was a nice way to tuck away and hide away the diaper bag or a purse, or Mike will hang his gym bag right there. So just kind of a nice way because, you know, we have all of this space back here. And I wanted to utilize some of the wall space, so I thought these were perfect for it. And then over here I have my spin mop, broom, and e-cloth mop, and then our coats over here. And it's kind of nice because right now we're in the dead of winter, so this is going to be about the most coats that we're going to have, Mike and I. So like in the spring we'll take like probably half of these coats out of here, so it's kind of nice because it's not like it's not like it's in the summer and we're going to be adding more stuff or anything. And then up here I have the dirty cloths, more clean cloths just to have on hand, bags, and then I don't have a label for that. I need to get one, but that's just extra bags. But either way, I'm loving all of the space that we have. We have way more shoes in here organized than we did. And tell you where I got everything. Don't mind the kids if you hear them. They're sitting down eating a snack. Over here I have all of my Jaws refills, and I think I talked about this when I was using them, but these are really nice because when you order them online you just get these little pods and you keep these. So I've had these for over a year, and you just refill. I've had the bottles for over a year and you just refill the pods, so it's really nice. So I have all of my Jaws products here. So refill pods up there. Then I have my cleaning cloths. Yes, I still have some in the closet over here, but I like having them here when I need something to wipe things down. They're right here, or the twins' face or hands or something like that when they're done eating. All of my sponges that I use to scrub my sink and my stovetop and all of that right there. And then all of our dishwasher pods, and it's nice to have a big container because I had a smaller container previously and we've been getting them from Costco, so a big container, so it's nice to have a nice big container to store all of them. And then I have my Jaws cleaning products right here because these are like my primary cleaning products other than the Mrs. Meyer's spray and my DIY spray, which I keep up on the counter. But these are like my go-tos for disinfectant, glass, kitchen degreaser, and then my granite cleaner. And I got these from Amazon. I'll have them linked below. This was from Target. I got this back in the spring. This I got from Amazon. I had a Lazy Susan previously, but I just got a smaller one and it came in a pack of 2, which was kind of nice. So I think I'm gonna use that in my pantry. And I got these from Target. I love these. They're like Y-weave baskets. I use them all over my home. And I have all of my rubbing alcohol that I use for my DIY cleaner, as well as my Mrs. Meyer's vinegar gel and baking soda cream cleansers. These are all of my like miscellaneous cleaners. I've kind of really whittled down the amount of cleaners that I use now that I primarily use the Jaws and the Mrs. Meyer's and my DIY cleaner. But of course you still need some like big time oven cleaner sometimes. And then I have my Barkeeper's Friend and Bon Ami, my Dawn and Dust, and Jet Dry. So I love how it looks. Okay, so I'm done organizing, and these are all of the cleaners that I'm gonna take out. I'm gonna put upstairs or give away. I don't really ever use these stainless steel wipes anymore, but I am gonna take the glass cleaner upstairs because I know I'll use that. Some disinfecting spray that I'll take upstairs and some floor cleaners. So I'll take those upstairs, and I think I'm gonna give the wood floor cleaners to my parents since I don't really ever use them. And then the Mrs. Meyer's I am gonna keep up here, probably on next to my sink, since I do use that pretty frequently. Another project that I would like to tackle is this cabinet. Now, it's just, I feel like every time we go in to get in cups, like they're just stacked weirdly. And I found this really cool organizer recently. I ordered it online, and it allows you to organize like all of your water bottles and create way more space. So I'm waiting on that, but hopefully I'll show it to you guys when I get it, when I organize some other cabinets here in my closet.
Warm hands, but there's something cold in the way you are. The things you said had me going good, but it left a scar. You invite me and then you turn me down. Get my hopes up and then you're gone.
Okay, so after I was done organizing, I wanted to just do some general kitchen deep cleaning. And earlier when I was cleaning the slider door, I had noticed how messy this wall was. This is obviously the wall right behind where the twins eat, where their high chairs are, and it becomes pretty messy. So I went in with a wet rag with some just warm water and Dawn dish soap, and I scrubbed the wall and the baseboards by their high chairs.
Always the same story with you, but I just cannot refuse you. I'm sad after this time that I'm out that you leave this rush. Why am I so curious? So curious, so curious. So curious, so curious.
And then I wanted to scrub my sink and my stove, clean the tops of the cabinets, and vacuum and mop. And I should tell you guys that all of this cleaning that you're seeing me doing was literally throughout an entire day, from like the beginning to the end. So it was done. Like I didn't just start and clean straight through. There were a lot of times where I stopped to take breaks with the kids. It was a Saturday, so Mike was hanging with the girls most of the day. But I also took breaks and was hanging with them, eating, all of that. And it's just hard to convey that in a video. Sometimes people will get questions and they're like, how did you do this without your, with your kids? And I know when you watch it, it looks like I'm just doing it all seamlessly, because I think people watch it and they're like, why can't I get stuff done with my own kids? And I just want to be really transparent with you, because I want you to know that I'm not just cleaning with my kids running around. I mean, Mike's there. I'm taking a lot of breaks. And so it's very rare that I get to actually clean straight through without anyone interrupting me, without taking any breaks. I mean, that almost never happens. Like I had started out pretty early this morning and finished late at night. So there's a lot of breaks being taken, a lot of taking care of my kids, a lot of passing the kids off to my husband. So that's just kind of how the day was going.
Why do I even care? I don't know. Why do I love you? I don't know. Why do I even care? I don't know. Why do I love you? I'm recklessly drawn to you somehow, but
So I love using this Mrs. Meyer's baking soda cream cleanser to clean the top of my glass cooktop stove. I don't know why that was hard for me to say, but I recently found these new sponges. I think I got them at Target or Walmart, and they're supposed to they're specifically for cleaning your glass cooktop stove. I just haven't used them yet, so I need to do that. Maybe I'll film it on a video, that way I can test it out for you guys in camera, let you know, so stay tuned for that.
even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego.
So I didn't plan on cleaning the basement, but Avery needed something to do, and she actually asked me if we could clean the basement. So I said, sure, it needs to be done. So of course, I'm gonna drop everything and go clean with her if she wants to clean with me. So I took her downstairs and we started picking everything up.
I guess it never hit you. Our conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time. Inside all that greatness and all of your adventures, you're all
Share this with you guys. I think you will appreciate this. So I had stacked a few things on the toy box over here, and Avery moved them to under there because she said, why did you move those, Avery? What did you want to do with this?
To be plain.
She wanted it to be plain. I'm like, a girl just like me. I would love it plain too. I think we need to do another toy purge. But I thought that was kind of cute. She's like, let's tuck it away under there so we could have a plain toy box.
Stepping on toes with these humble lacking everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. Oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes.
So this Roomba used to do really great, perfect up and down vacuum lines. But then it kind of went a little rogue and I don't know what happened. We didn't change anything. So now it kind of just does its own thing. So I think I need to recalibrate it. So I might have to do that. I think you can do that so it makes better lines.
Humble kind, that would be a lie. Go on, blow up your ego, your undeniable, undying ego. Oh, look here he goes.
Hey guys, it is almost 8 o'clock. The girls are in bed. It's much later. They were pretty tired today, but I'm gonna finish up and vacuum and mop. I was planning on vacuuming and mopping earlier, but time got away from me. I never got to it, and the girls were getting pretty cranky, so I wanted to make for sure that I just quit. And plus, we were gonna eat dinner, and I knew the floor would get messy, so it probably made sense for me to hold out and vacuum and mop later on. So I'm gonna go ahead, vacuum and mop so I can be done for the day.
Watch me, just follow every move. Touch me, let me know you want it too. Don't have what you need, but I got what you want, babe. No, we don't have to leave. The night is still young. All we need is now. Don't ever let me go.
So stay tuned because there will be plenty of more decluttering and organizing videos on my channel. My next project may be organizing and decluttering my parents' small pantry. If you guys want to see me do that, if you're ready for me to do that. They really don't have a pantry. It's more like cabinets in their kitchen. So I think I might want to tackle that next. And I think it might give you guys a lot of different ideas because, you know, my pantry is not huge, but it's also not small. So if you have a small pantry, hopefully it can give you guys some ideas.
Slowly, but don't wait for too long. Just hold me. We're right where we belong. Don't have what you need, but I got what you want, babe. We don't have to leave. The night is still young. Stay in the light.
So my go-to mop cleaner lately is using 1 teaspoon. That's it, 1 teaspoon of powdered Tide in my Cedar Spin mop bucket. And I've been talking about this a lot, so I'm sorry if you're tired of hearing me say this, but I know that not everyone sees all of my videos and there may be some new people. But there's an Instagram cleaning account called Go Clean Co. And she owns a cleaning business in Canada, and she swears by using powdered Tide. So specifically powdered Tide laundry detergent to clean many different areas of the home. And she swears by using 1 teaspoon in a mop bucket like this and cleaning your floors. And I've really noticed it doing a good job. And I've had a lot of you guys say you've tried it on your floors and it's game changing. So if you give it a try, let me know. 1 teaspoon of powdered Tide, that's it, in hot water. Do you guys hear that? I left the sound on. It's so quiet. Usually when I do like a span of the clean living room and kitchen, I have music playing, but I wanted to play it because it's quiet, it's calm, and the house is clean. And I have areas that are organized and it just feels good. Those are two areas that have been kind of on my list for a while. And you know, when you have something like sitting on your to-do list that's really bugging you, especially two areas that you get in daily multiple times, like under the sink or the closet, and we're just like, I don't have enough room to put everything. I hated it. And like we had our hats and gloves in one of the kitchen drawers and it would barely shut. It was always so frustrating. Or we'd be rushing out of the door and we didn't have shoes for the twins and we'd have to run upstairs or go, Avery, can you go up and grab the girls' boots or something like that? So it just feels to have it, it feels good to have it done. And the house is clean, even though I know in about like 10 minutes in the morning, it'll be messy again, but that's okay. So anyways, thank you guys for sticking around this entire video. It truly means a lot to me, especially in this new year. Thank you. I'm glad you're here and it means everything to me that you guys take the time to watch my videos, and I really hope that I can provide something for you guys, some type of takeaway from these videos. So if you guys like these videos, make sure you give me a thumbs up because I have a lot more organizing videos planned here in 2021. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.
In the crowd, I never thought that I would see you tonight. We lock eyes, your face in the crowd. I never thought that I would see you tonight. We lock eyes, and you smile every single.
Hey guys, I have a super extreme clean, declutter, and organize with me today. You're going to see me completely empty out our office, declutter the entire room, the closet, transform the closet, and organize the closet and other areas in the office. I'm going to be deep cleaning, getting down on my hands and knees, scrubbing baseboards, outdoor windows, cleaning the carpet with my carpet cleaner, and completely transforming this room. I'll also be doing some more cleaning throughout the house and showing you how I organize my pictures and how I'm able to create more space in this small room by decluttering and organizing.
You take my love for granted. Say a bunch of stuff you never mean, yeah. I think I need a minute to figure out my limits.
So this is what I want to tackle today. It's our home office. My husband and I both share it, and it's just a disaster. The closet is an absolute mess, and we just didn't have enough space for all of our stuff in here. And so I wanted to do some serious decluttering before I went in there and organized. So that was the main plan for today. But before I got started, I wanted to do some cleaning up downstairs before I tackled the big project for the day. My husband, Mike, had all 3 kids out of the house for most of the day so I could focus on getting stuff done, which was just so nice. So I could, you know, be cleaning and organizing and just focusing on this task without getting pulled in so many other directions. If you guys are new to my channel, if you've never seen my videos before, hello, I'm Jamie, and I hope you find this video motivating and inspiring. I really hope I can give you some decluttering and organizing ideas. I truly have a passion for cleaning and organizing, and I want to try to make that whole process easier for you as well. So a lot of cleaning on my channel, a lot of decluttering, a lot of organizing, and just trying to balance my crazy life. Life with 3 small children is crazy. I have a 5-year-old and twin 1-year-olds. I am not perfect. I get behind on laundry. I get behind on messes and projects, but I'm here to help you. We are going to get it done together. So I would love to have you guys join my journey. But the plan for today, before I started the office, was to pick things up off of the floor and the countertops. I also wanted to give my sink a really good deep scrubbing because it was pretty dirty, and I also wanted to clean my stovetop and the downstairs bathroom, and then I was heading upstairs for the big project.
I got an ache inside of me. It's a deep hole where I bleed. Oh, can I seal it? You're like an ocean without land, not a single grain of sand. I'm drifting on it.
So doing this downstairs portion was kind of like my warm-up before the major project upstairs. And I don't know about you guys, but if you're ever tackling a big project, which, by the way, to clean my stove, I was using this new sponge by Scotch-Brite, and it's made specifically for glass top stoves. So you just wet down your stove with water, and then you scrub it, and it does a really good job of getting anything that's burnt on the stove off. But what I was saying before is, you know, when you're doing some deep cleaning or tackling a huge project in one room, and then maybe you go to a different room, or maybe you go to your kitchen or your living room and it's a mess and you just get overwhelmed because you've been cleaning all day. Maybe it's just me, but I knew that the office, the decluttering and the organizing was going to be a big project. I knew that if I came downstairs when I was done and saw the kitchen a mess and the living room a mess, I would just be in a bad mood. So I wanted to use this pre-workout before I tackled the office to clean everything up. And I'm going to tell you, when I was done with the office, which took me most of the day, I was exhausted, and it just felt nice knowing that the rest of my house was clean, even though it only stayed clean for a short amount of time once the kids got home.
It's the last thing that I need.
Make sure you guys stay tuned because there's a lot of decluttering and organizing. It's so satisfying when you see how much trash and junk and dirt we removed from the room upstairs. I'm also going to be sharing with you how I organize pictures. So my picture albums and all of the pictures we take, I have a really good system.
When you hold me, when you close, I know, I'm a lost case, I'm a mess. But everything feels a little bit lighter with you.
So I was just doing my quick grout cleaning because I haven't done it in a while down here. And to clean the grout, I'm just using the Resolve foaming carpet cleaner. It's really nice because since it's a carpet cleaner, it actually cleans the grout for you. So I just sprayed it on the grout. I let it sit for about 15 minutes and it pretty much cleans the grout itself. But sometimes I'll go in like I did today with my Rubbermaid power scrubber, and it did an amazing job.
I've been lonely for some time.
So if you guys have been on my channel for a while, we actually created this office almost exactly a year ago. This room was just an extra room full of junk that we had. And we didn't really have a need for an office at the time, but a year ago we created this office. And it was kind of before everything changed. So when we created it, it was more for me, a space that I could go and edit videos or keep things for my videos. You know, like if I'm planning an organizational video, I'll order things and store them here. And I have a lot of equipment and stuff like that. So it was primarily my office. Well, Mike got ordered to work from home. And if you guys don't know, he is a senior financial analyst, which we'll just say he's great with numbers. He works with budgets and spreadsheets and all of that, what I would say is boring. But he got ordered to work from home in March, and he's still working from home. And we're not even sure if he'll go back into the office. He could go back to work. He could go back to the office full time. He could end up working full time from home. He could even have more of a hybrid, you know, go in some days, stay at home some days. So we're not really sure, you know. And the first clip I showed you guys when I came into the office was he had his little setup in here. And then he ended up coming in here to remove his stuff because he has 2 monitors, he has a bunch of stuff, and he's just using a card table for his desk, but he removed it before I really got started because I didn't want to mess with his stuff. So I know it looks bad that he's using a card table, but we don't want to buy a desk until he knows what he's going to do. This office is not very big. It's a pretty small room, especially for both of us. But until we know what he's doing, we're not going to buy a desk or anything. He even tried going into the basement Wi-Fi down there, even though we have a Wi-Fi booster. So he had to come back up here. So we're just trying to make do until we know what he's going to end up doing long term. But I was just removing everything from the office, like clearing the floor and stuff and taking it out to the hallway so I can start removing stuff from the closet. And I was trying to multitask while I was doing this by running the Roomba in the kids' rooms because I hadn't vacuumed in there in a while. I feel like with organizing projects, things always get worse before they get better. I was looking at all of this stuff out in the hallway and it was really, really overwhelming. But I wanted to get everything out of the office except for the furniture just so I can really and truly declutter. I feel like if you take stuff out of a space before you organize it, then you're going to think twice about bringing stuff back in. You're going to really evaluate if you need that thing. So that's why I was removing everything before I organized. So I was removing everything from the closet, and then I was going to have Mike put together a little cube organizer, and that was going to give me more space for the stuff in the office. So this room is really our only extra room in the house, and I want to be careful when I say this. I mentioned in another video how I feel like we don't have a lot of storage space, and I got a comment about how I should be grateful for what I have because some people are homeless. And first off, you guys, I want you to know I am so grateful for what we have. I know I don't have a small house. I am very grateful for what we have. So please don't mistake what I'm going to say as that I'm not grateful. But we don't have a lot of extra space. And when I say this, you know, we don't have an attic. Growing up, my house was half of the size of this house, but we had 2 attics, and we also had a shed. We're not allowed to have a shed in this neighborhood because of the homeowners association. We cannot have a shed. So all of our extra stuff is in the little storage space in the basement, and then this room. But this room is also doubling as an office for both Mike and I. So like extra, and we also have extra decorations. I keep wrapping paper in here. You know how you have that spot for just like random stuff. So for example, my niece's birthday is coming up and I've bought some things for her, and I was just kind of putting it in this room because I don't want the kids to mess with it. Or around Christmas, you know, Christmas presents are rolling in when I order them online, and I just kind of set them in here so they're out of our space, out of our way, and nobody's messing with them. And so it's just kind of nice to have that space, that adult space, you know, that I can put things. But anyways, like I said, I don't want you guys to think that I'm complaining that we don't have an attic or I'm ungrateful. And I realize that people have smaller houses, and I'm blessed with the space we have, but we just don't have a lot of extra closet space. And so my goal in today was to try to create more space for the extra stuff that we have.
I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, I tell them I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter.
So then I was just going through it and giving this room a really good deep clean. Pretty much every inch of this office is being used day to day when Mike's desk is in here. So it's really rare that I get a chance to wipe baseboards, clean the baseboards, clean the carpets and all of that. So I was doing all of those things. But I would say that one of my biggest questions I get is this our forever home? Do we ever want to move? And to be 100% honest with you, a lot has changed since we moved into this house. I mean, completely honest, we don't know if it is or not. We really love this house, but we're not dead set on it. There's some things we would like to have different. Mike and I are pretty much on the same page with that, so that's good. But when we bought this house, we only had one kid. We just had Avery. We were planning on having only one more kid, just 2 kids total. So we wanted, 2 bedrooms and then an extra room for office or random stuff. But then we ended up going through infertility and the IVF process, and then we had the twins. But even then we had enough room. We had a room for all 3 kids. Even if, I always plan on having the twins share a room, but they may get to a point one day where they want to be separate. So ideally we would like 4 bedrooms for the kids and then an office. So 4 bedrooms and an office I think would be ideal. And especially if Mike's going to end up working from home. So if we had one office, maybe he could have the office and I would have the extra room. And then if the twins wanted to separate their bedrooms, then I would give up my office and we would share again. Mike has a lot of conference calls. He works for an international company and he has conference calls and videos at all hours of the day and evening. He has a lot of equipment because he deals with a lot of numbers and budgets. He has multiple computer screens and he just requires a lot of stuff for his work. So it would be nice to have our own space, but I guess we'll see what happens. I think a lot depends on, the market and what we could find. But we do love our house. At the same time, it's just some smaller spacing issues that are a little challenging, but we will probably see if we can make it work before we jump to moving.
Leave tonight. We could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Stay till the morning light. Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light.
Something else about this house that we don't love, and I want to be careful when I say this because you never know who's listening, but the houses, or specifically the house behind us, is pretty much on top of us. And I know that may be normal for certain areas in the United States or in other countries, but it's not typical for our area. I mean, it's pretty unique that we have the neighbors behind us so close to us. and they just put an in-ground pole that's almost right on our fence line, and when they're outside we can hear all of their conversations when they're swimming, jumping in the pool. Even when we're sitting inside in the summertime and the windows are open, you can hear their conversations in the pool. So, you know, it's just nice to have, like, not that we even want land or a big yard or anything, but just not someone on top of us. So that's the other, I guess, spacing issue. But they're really nice. They're really respectful. They're not out late. So we're very blessed to have good neighbors at the same time. I love my cube organizers, and I needed more storage space in the closet. Everything else was just kind of thrown in here. So I got the idea for a 6 cube organizer that I got, ended up getting from Target. It was actually cheaper than Walmart, and it allowed me to utilize vertical space, and it was also cheaper than putting in built-in closet storage. And I was planning on just using cube organizers that I had from other projects. They're not going to match, which I didn't love, but you know what? It was free because I already had them, so I wasn't going to go ahead and buy new cube organizers just so they all could match.
It was a Thursday night when I first saw you. Those green eyes caught me, yeah, it was crazy. It was a Friday night when I first kissed you. You struck me like lightning, you broke my chains and released me. And days turned into nights on the couch in your apartment. No, I am not the same, everything has changed. Every day, 24/7, you call my name, and I will come running, yeah, every day. 24/7, yeah, every day. I will come running, babe. Every day. Yeah, every day, babe. You sweet.
So the goal with these bins with the organizing is what I was trying to do is put all like items, basically one type of item into each bin, because before in the closet I had baskets and stuff in there, and then in the white bins that I have in the other cube organizer in here, I had just a bunch of random stuff in each cube, and I wanted to have a place for everything. So, you know, I wanted to be like, okay, I need some camera equipment, where do I go for that? Or I need some extra hats and gloves, where do I go from that? Or, you know, I need this or that. Like, I want to have, you know, one bin for one type of thing, if that makes sense. And then this blue drawer thing, I think this was from my college years. and things have just been thrown into it every single year since college. So it was a bunch of junk, and I went through and honestly threw away a lot of things, donated a lot of things, and then rehomed a lot of things in there. And I was able to completely get rid of that. And then I moved on to organizing the desk, which everything was pretty much just shoved in there.
Nights on the couch. No, I'm not the same. Everything has changed. Every day, 24/7, you call my name, and I will come running. Yeah, every day, 24/7. Yeah, every day, I will come running, babe.
I absolutely love these little organizers. I got them from Target and they're really cheap. I will have them linked down below, but they come in white, they come in blush, I think they come in gray. I really like the blush pink because I have blush pink accents in this room. But they come in 3 different sizes, maybe even 4, and they come in multiple packs. So you get more than one organizer in a pack. And I feel like they're like $2 or something. So, and you can just use them in so many places in your house. This is seriously cracking me up. Do you guys remember these calculators that you had to have for math class? What was it? Algebra? I think algebra. So the next task was to organize the games I had up in this closet. And these are adult games. And when I say adult games, I mean it in the sense that they're not games for kids. They're not Chutes and Ladders or Candyland. But anyways, I got tired of all of the bulky boxes up here, and they would always fall down. And I even think the Apples to Apples game was taped shut because the cards kept falling out. So I wanted to put these games in bags, and I've recently been doing this with Avery's games, and it just created so much more space, and you can put these in more space in the closet. I'll have these bags linked down below. I got them from Amazon, and I'll also have the size that I got, but they just fit so nicely in a organizer, a box, and it's nice because if I go somewhere, you know, if we're hanging out with friends and we go somewhere and we want to take a game, we can just grab the bag and not worry about it coming open in the car. I just love how you can stack them all up in a cube organizer or a basket, and when you need a game, you can just grab the basket down and pick out the game that you want.
Spring
feel like that was much bigger of a project than I had anticipated, but feels good. I just feel like since this is our one extra room in the house, I don't feel like we have a lot of junk in here. Before I felt like it was just kind of like I didn't love the closet, and now I feel like when I open that closet, it doesn't look like a mess, or it doesn't look like we have just a bunch of stuff in there that we don't use. I feel like I was successfully able to get rid of a lot of stuff, which there's just this freeing feeling when you get rid of stuff.
Wanna be happy, happy for
Over here I just have some files down there, but here I was able to organize everything. And it was just nice because I was able to, before I felt like I had a lot of random stuff in each of these baskets, and now it's all of the same thing. So when I need a cleaning tool, I know to go to that one, you know. When I'm gonna organize a space, I wanna check down here first and see if I can use anything from here first. Or if I need my Cricut supplies, they're all in there. So just like one bin for one type of thing. And it's not just throwing random stuff into these bins. Okay guys, I think this might be the best part, the most satisfying part of all of that hard work. This is everything that I'm getting rid of. Everything that we're getting rid of, donating, rehoming. Look at this stuff, you guys. How freeing is this to see all of this out of that room and out of this house. All right, so this is the closet. I don't know if it looks that much better to you, but I can tell you, sorry for the bad lighting, but it looks way better in person. So over here, I just have some extra cubes. You never know when I'm gonna find some place to use those, so I have those stacked down there. And then we have our two safes, an extra fan, and then that's just some chalkboard stuff that we keep, and then all of our games concealed, which I love. And then over here, I just have some extra pillows that I didn't know really what to do with, and I want to keep them because I'm sure when I switch out my pillow covers, I may need more. So I kept those. Those are the extra pictures, the prints that I have. I actually might end up putting them, those in the desk since I have some extra room in there. But for right now, they're up there. And then I love this. I think this is the thing that I'm most excited about. I don't love how all of the cubes don't match, but you know what? I wasn't gonna go and spend the money just to have it match because it's in a closet, it's upstairs, it doesn't really matter. So I have everything concealed. Again, so it's just like the white baskets out here that each cube contains one thing. So it's not like a bunch of junk in here or a junk in here. You know, we have hats, extra hats and gloves. We have extra bags. I have my extra YouTube video and cameras and equipment in one of these. We have photo albums in that one. So, you know, it's one thing for each cube. And then what I love is I'm able to put my Cricut machines up here. I didn't really have a place for them. I don't know if you guys saw earlier, but I had my Cricut Explorer pushed back there. And I just didn't like it. It wasn't clean looking, you know? And of course, I don't want that on the floor anyways. So I was able to put my Explorer up here, and then I have my Cricut Joy right here. And it just, I think, looks really nice. And again, we were just able to get rid of a lot of stuff in here. It's way more cleaner, and I'm very happy with it. Really quickly, how I organize pictures. So every single year I save, every time I take a picture that I think is worthy, photo album worthy, like it's just a really good picture, I save it in a separate folder on my phone. So it'll be like, so I, you know, just, I've gotten so used to it. If I ever take a good photo, add it to that album. And at the end of the year, instead of combing through, you know, 300, 400 pictures. You guys know how many pictures you take and then how many like screenshots and stuff you don't end up deleting or whatever. So instead of combing through all of those, I just pull from those top pictures, which honestly ends up saving me so much time, and it makes creating an album so much easier. So what I do is then I go through, this is from 2016. So then I go through and just make an album from those top pictures. So here, like I said, it's just a lot easier to pull from. And so I make one family album, but then I also get the prints, because it's one of those situations where it's like, you know, a kid needs a baby picture for something. You know, there's gonna be times where you just need the actual print. So I make an album and I do a print, and it's all backed up on an external hard drive. I feel like it can get very overwhelming with pictures because we all take so many pictures, and it's just different from like growing up. You know, my mom just you only had the pictures that you actually got printed out, developed. So it's just so overwhelming with all of the pictures, and this is a system I find that works pretty well. The one question that comes up is, well, you only have one photo album, you have 3 kids, so who gets the photo album? I guess when I die. Which is kind of morbid to think about. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna worry about that. I just hope that my girls aren't gonna fight over the albums. Hopefully they can just divide them up between each other. Maybe they can take an album, take some prints. I don't know. I'm not gonna make 3 albums every single year. That would be too much work and too expensive. So that's kind of the system I have. If you guys have another photo organizational system, how you keep track of your photos, let me know. I just always get overwhelmed because I ever think of, you know, you think of how many pictures you take, and then a lot of people add them to their computer, or they back it up to the cloud or an external hard drive, but when are you ever going to sit down and comb through that, you know? So I want something in hand, that we can look at, you know? And also, like, let's say there was a house fire, God forbid, there was a house fire, it would be on the external hard drive, which is in a fireproof safe, and they're also backed up to a cloud. So I feel for the most part I got my bases covered, and I just feel like this is a pretty good system, and it's been working the past couple of years, and we have a nice little stack of photo albums that I make on Shutterfly. So for example, this is this year's album, and I always kind of do a family picture in the like a beginning of the year, end of the year, and I always write up something about how the year went, like top accomplishments for everybody and whatnot. So yeah, this is how I do it, and it's really nice on Shutterfly because you can do a variety of layouts and add as many pictures as you want. So it's really cool.
You're gone now, will you coming back? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind, it's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you come home to me once you travel the world.
So even though I had a long day of organizing and decluttering, I still wanted to clean the floors in the kitchen and the living room, because as you can see, there was a lot of stuff on the floors, and it probably would have been more smart of me to do this after we eat dinner, but the kids were still not home. Mike wasn't home yet with them, so I was like, I'm gonna take advantage of this free time and vacuum and mop, because I knew that after dinner I would probably crash, which I did, but I was just vacuuming and mopping before I ended my successful day of cleaning, decluttering, and organizing. And after I'm done mopping, that's gonna be it for the video for the day. And I did not close out the video because I was so tired, but I hope you guys found it motivating. And if you need some pantry organization ideas, I just put up a video on my channel where I organize my parents' small pantry, and I also give just general pantry organizational tips and organizational products and kitchen organization products in that video. So no matter the size of your pantry, hopefully it can help you. And I also have a graphic that gives you step-by-step instructions on how you can easily organize your pantry when you need to do it. So I will have that video linked in the description so you can check it out if you want to. Hey guys, get ready for some extreme kitchen decluttering and organizing. This is a brand new kitchen. I'm going to be cleaning throughout 2 houses. One is my sister-in-law's house, and they have a brand new renovated kitchen. I'll show you the before and after pictures and how I went about organizing their new kitchen and parts of their pantry. I'll also be sharing organizing hacks, so let's get ready and organize and declutter together. Hello to all of my wonderful friends. I am super excited about this video because organizing is my thing. I love to organize, and I'm going to be bringing you along to a completely new home. I'm taking you about an hour north of me in the great state of Michigan. It's my sister-in-law's house, Mike's sister, and my brother-in-law. They live there, and my niece. They recently renovated their kitchen, and I'm going to go and help her organize, get things back into order. But this was on day 1, so this video is filmed over 2 days, and here on day 1, I was just cleaning up. After the night, after dinner, after a long day with the kids, you know, there's just nothing worse than spending the day cleaning and organizing someone else's house and then coming back to your own messy house. So I was getting the house cleaned up before I drove north the next day. So I do want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you for making time to be here and hang out with me. Most days I have to pinch myself that I have so many friends here on YouTube who hang out with me every day. And I hope you know that when I say this, I am truly speaking from the bottom of my heart, that I am here for you guys. If you ever need anything, please message me. I answer all of my DMs on Instagram, and just being able to have a real community here is what I love about YouTube, and I take our friendship seriously. That's why I love answering your comments and all of your DMs, because the community is what keeps me going here with YouTube. And if you guys ever need anything, you need to be uplifted, if you need a friend, you want to vent about something, or maybe you have some exciting news that you cannot share, maybe like if you're pregnant and you don't want to share with anyone you know because you know you're keeping it secret, you can share all of that with me. Aside from cleaning and organizing motivation, if there's any if I can help you with one thing at the end of this video, if you feel happy or uplifted, that makes me happy. And I'm here for you guys. We are in this together, this crazy life. I feel like most days I barely stay afloat, but you know what? it's all good stuff. Life is good. I'm happy. My friends and family are healthy and happy, and life is good. But just know that you're stronger than you realize, and you can handle whatever comes your way. So thanks for being here.
Every moment tonight, they led me to you. Every single time you look at me, I lose it too. Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally, like it used to be. I don't wanna go and waste another day, mess it up again, lost in my way. I'll be the one to have the highest price to pay. If I make it home tonight, may I hold you one last time? Let me hold you one.
So obviously my stovetop was pretty messy, so I went in with the Jaws degreaser, and then I went in with my Mrs. Meyer's baking soda cream cleanser with my Scrub Mommy sponge, and then I shined the top when I was done with my Jaws glass cleaner. That for me is the perfect combo to get my stovetop super clean. It's, you know, the combo of the degreaser. Like, I need the degreaser, and then I need the Scrub Mommy sponge with the Mrs. Meyer's baking soda cream cleanser, which I get from Grove Collaborative. So that is the dream team for me when it comes to cleaning my glass cooktop stove.
I've been lonely for some time, even though I got too many friends. You approach me, I don't know why. I just wouldn't let you in. I thought you were stealing my heart away. I just couldn't stay. I've been stuck in the past for too long. About you, I was wrong. I got myself wanting you, even though I never felt like you are the one.
Wiping down the countertops with my DIY cleaner, which is 1 part water, 1 part rubbing alcohol, because it will depend on the size of your spray bottle. So just 1 part rubbing alcohol, 1 part water, and then about a fingernail size of Dawn dish soap. This is one of the 3 countertop cleaner sprays that I like using. I just switch it up depending on my mood or what I'm feeling. But this is a great DIY cleaner. It's cheap, and because of the alcohol, it does disinfect, but you have to leave it sit on your surface long enough if you want it to truly disinfect. I pretty much use it anywhere except for on wood. I don't like using it on wood, but when I was done with this, I was going to vacuum and mop with my Tinco iFloor 2, which is a vacuum and mop combination. So that's why I ran my Roomba robotic vacuum in the living room. And I know, me and all of my cleaning tools, but I love this iFloor 2. I just love how I can get the vacuuming and mopping done in one go.
If you let me into your mind, I've been there by the door a million times. Isn't my fear what I might dig up there? A fear to find the resurrected.
My sister-in-law's kitchen is absolutely beautiful. They recently renovated it, like I said, And this was really the first time that it was the first time that I had been up here to see it, and I just fell in love as soon as I saw it. It's just really cool. I don't know, I think a transformation to see an old kitchen to a new kitchen is really cool to see. But my sister-in-law lives, like I said, about an hour north of us in Michigan. We live about 15 minutes from the Ohio-Michigan border. But even though she's my sister-in-law, I truly look at her as a real sister. But Tiffany is Mike's sister, and I have known her since I was in middle school. You know, a lot of you guys know that Mike and I went to middle school and high school together in college. So I've known Tiffany since, I was in middle school, so she would have been in elementary school. And I remember going over to his house when we would hang out with a bunch of friends in middle school and high school, and Tiffany was always there. So I truly look at her as a sister and not a sister-in-law. In a new space, a space I want to say that you have never seen before, but you kind of have, you kind of haven't. And what I mean by this is my sister-in-law and brother-in-law's house, and I have filmed a video here. It was almost 2 years ago, so if you've been around for a while, then you may recognize this pantry. But it looked a little different. They have recently renovated their kitchen, and it is completely brand new. Even the pantry is a little bit different. So everything is different than what you saw it almost 2 years ago when I organized their pantry. So I'm coming back, and because they have a brand new kitchen, I plan to organize here in their kitchen. And then I'm gonna come back maybe in a couple of months for more kitchen organization. We're gonna break it up into 2 videos and then also tackle their pantry again, like do like a pantry organization refresh once we get everything organized in here. So that is the plan for today. I hope you guys enjoy me being in a new space. It's always fun and energizing for me. Like, I feel more energized and excited to organize a space when it's completely new. So hopefully you're ready to organize.
Bit high on the feeling, can't seem to focus. In the corner of my best friend's sofa, you were getting buzzed on rum and cola. Wasn't brave enough yet just to talk to you.
And I'm also going to walk you through the process and how I did all of this, the organization, because I know organizing can be overwhelming, and also how I was able to save a little bit of money, because no one wants to spend a lot of money on organizing spaces in their home. Okay, so the plan for today is to do a little bit in the pantry, just things that they wanted now. And then one of the best things about them doing this kitchen renovation is they gained a lot of space, which is awesome to have all of that space. But sometimes having all of that space can cause disorganization. And so we're just gonna be tackling these big drawers, mainly their silverware drawer, to create even more space, because they would like those utensils put in there and off the countertops. And oh, and I also have a solution for their junk drawer right here. I wasn't not really gonna organize it a ton, but she was having some of the issues with these little organizers moving around and some of the stuff moving around. So I have a really easy solution for this, like a little organizing hack that I'll share with you guys when I tackle all of this.
Just to talk to you. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty up from the minute that I met you.
So I am curious, what is something that you love to do that other people find is kind of a chore, but you actually enjoy doing it when you have the time and energy to do it? And I don't know if this question makes sense, but basically what I'm getting at is I love cleaning and organizing. I mean, when I have the time and the energy, I enjoy cleaning and organizing. And I created a YouTube channel about cleaning and organizing. So if you were to start a YouTube channel, what would you do? Like, what talents, I'm not saying I have a talent with cleaning and organizing, but it's something I'm passionate about. So what is something that you're passionate about that you would love to start a YouTube channel on?
We just met the other night, but I can't get you off my mind. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special. Pretty over from the minute that I met you.
So I will tell you that a lot of what you're seeing me do here, a lot of the prep work, I think that's the most important thing when it comes to organizing. So much happens even before the actual act of organizing. So even before I came, I didn't just show up with these organizers and say, okay, let's do this. The pre-work. So I talked to my sister-in-law on the phone. I had her measure the drawers. You have to measure your space and take stock of what you have in that space. Of course, you're going to do some decluttering, but get an idea in your head of the main things you're going to have in there. Get an idea of what you're going to get rid of. And then I went online and started researching different organizers for the kitchen. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I read through a lot of blogs, and I was ultimately looking for systems that would work for them. A system that works for me with organizing may not work for you and your kitchen or your family. So everybody's needs for organizing are going to be different depending on, who's in your family, what do you have in your kitchen, what do you have in your closets, things like that. So a lot of prep work is done before the actual organizing starts. So measure your space, get an idea of those main items that you want to keep in that space. So like if you had a linen closet, you're going to have probably towels or sheets. And then you can go online, look at websites like Walmart, Target, Amazon, Dollar Tree, and you can compare and price match. That's so important to get the best deals. So my biggest piece of advice before organizing a space is just, take a deep breath. Do not put too much pressure on yourself. I know it can be very, very overwhelming. Don't set high expectations and just slowly chip away at it. You don't have to spend, a whole weekend or a whole day organizing. Just do a little bit at a time. And if one small space takes you a week or 2 weeks to do, that's okay because you're making progress. Focus on one thing at a time and be specific when you're searching for organizing solutions. So kitchen drawer organization, or organizers for silverware organizers, or organizers for cereal, or organizers for paper products, or whatever it is. Be very specific in your searching.
It's real, cause I can get them out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new. Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him, nah, 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 nah. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want.
Drawer organizers are some of my favorite. Just like if someone was like, okay, I just need, what are some of the best overall organizers? And these are great because you can use them in your bedrooms, your bathroom, you can use them in your kitchen. And just something as simple as dividing up your drawers makes a huge difference. And I noticed that even for myself, it holds myself more accountable to keeping things organized if things are sectioned off, as well as the other members in my family. So like this, they had plenty of room. They didn't need this drawer for anything else. But just by sectioning it off, they can keep their towels here, and now they have room for other things that maybe doesn't even necessarily go with the towels, but because it's sectioned off, they can put other kitchen items in here. And I use these in my girls' drawers, and you can just manipulate them in so many ways. Okay, so their pantry is a nice size, which on one hand, I think I'd always take a bigger pantry over a smaller one, and it's super nice to have a big pantry, but at the same time, it's also easier to let a bigger space get out of control. Now their pantry is fairly organized just because they had the kitchen renovation and this all had to be pulled out. So it's somewhat organized, but there's just some things that don't necessarily work for what they have. 2 years has passed since I organized it, and of course things change, life change. So I am gonna plan on organizing this here in a couple of months, but today I wanna tackle just these because they typically have even more canned food. So I'm gonna organize this and then their foil and then freezer bags. So like I said, I plan to come back another time. It was just very overwhelming to do all of the drawers and the few cabinets I was doing, plus their pantry. And I think it's mainly because they obviously have such a big pantry, which is not a bad problem to have at all. It's a good problem to have, but you could almost do anything in here. You know, like I organized my parents' pantry maybe last January, and their pantry is really not even like a true pantry. It's just cabinets that have pull-out drawers. And so when you have a pantry like that, there's very little options. You know, if you have a super small pantry, there's very limited options. You know, so with Tiffany's, I can pretty much, they can do whatever they want. So I'm hoping to spend a little bit more time getting some really good ideas, taking it to her. She can choose what will work for her. But this was a box organizer for their foil and bags. And it was just a spot that they really needed organized. She didn't like having them in a basket because then she would forget what she had. She didn't know when she was running low. And then she tried setting them out on the shelf and that didn't work. And that's the thing I think with organizing, you know, like we don't have a need for an organizer like this, but I also had bought a bottle organizer that I brought to her, but it wasn't something that they really needed for their home. Now, my bottle organizer that I have in my cabinet is one of the best organizers I've ever bought. Like, it made such a big difference for all of our water bottles. But for her, they didn't need that. But, you know, so that's the tip with organizing is that, you know, what works for one family or one person isn't necessarily going to work for another person. But hopefully with all of these videos and me going to different spaces, I can try different things and you guys can pick and choose what works best for you and your family.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now.
So I know you kind of see me hopping around and going back to these big doors, but my sister-in-law was actually hanging with our girls. So she has a 2-year-old daughter that's 2 months older than the twins. So she was hanging out with all of the girls. They were playing outside and I was doing all the organizing. So she was like popping in and out and I'd be like, hey, do you like it here? Would you rather have this there? And we decided to move the kid. At first I put the kids' utensils in the little organizer, the silverware organizer, but we decided that really didn't make sense there. And she wanted all of the kids' utensils, forks and spoons all together in these little like drawer organizers that she had some extra ones from her junk organizer. But she was having fun with the girls. I was getting things done uninterrupted as well. And then I was moving on to the spice jars. They were cleaned before and washed. But another question I get about these is that how do you know when your spices expire? So what we did was when we were done, we wrote the expiration date with a piece of Scotch tape and a marker on the bottom.
Dancing closely together and staying forever young. What about you and I then? Can we two find a way to align with each other? Let's move closer to a new history. Find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found
Okay, so what I liked about these labels was you can put it on the top, so it's there. But if you're utilizing, this system to organize your spices, then having it on top isn't the most helpful, I guess, unless you're super tall and can see on the top. So I liked with this set, it came with the top labels and here, and I know it's really hard to see. I mean, they're not the boldest labels, but you can still see it from the front. And although it kind of covers the back, like I'm pretty sure I can see right now what all of those spices in the back are. And here's another solution if you guys don't like this tiered system. If this wasn't a system that necessarily worked for them, but you could get a basket, and I mean, you don't have to utilize this, but like you could just get any sort of basket from the Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, anything, and you can put all of your spices in a basket. So, like I let her choose what made the most sense for them, and this is what she chose, but she could have put a basket here, and then when she goes to use her spices, just take it down. And then, there again, from the top, she would be able to see, okay, I need the garlic salt, and I need the basil, and so on. So that's just another system. So my sister-in-law had these little organizers, but she's like, honestly, I don't need to fill this whole drawer. So she didn't want to buy like a ton of organizers to put in here because they didn't have the stuff for this full drawer. And she just said like everything would slide, slide, slide. So I was like, I got the solution. So you can either use poster dots, which I know you can get them from the dollar store, but I went and they were out at like 2 of the dollar stores in my area, like little like sticky dots that you use to put posters up on the wall. You could do something like that, or you have these, and they're Scotch removable clear mounting squares. And so they're basically just sticky on both sides. They're just like those little squares, and they're removable. So I'm gonna put them under each of these, and then I'll stick them down, and they don't stick really, really hard. They're not gonna, like ruin your drawer or anything. But they'll keep them intact so everything can stay where she wants it in the drawer. And then if she ends up adding more containers in here and wants to remove them because she's gonna, like kind of play Tetris and move things around, they come off really easily and she can just add other ones. It was a lot of fun organizing a new space. I'm getting a little tongue-tied here, but being in their new space and doing it makes me think of me organizing a new space in our new house. I know a lot of you guys know I've talked about this, how we're house hunting, and I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of overwhelming feelings when it comes to being in a new house, because I've worked so hard to deep clean my current house and organize every space, and I've organized every space multiple times because as we've added kids or the kids have gotten older, you have different stuff, you know? So I've adapted with organizing, and in a new house, you pretty much have to do everything again. And it's overwhelming. It's a very overwhelming feeling. And I just try to tell myself, Jamie, practice what you preach. And I always tell you guys, like, don't overwhelm yourself. Just take it a little bit at a time. Just like focus on one little space, because I feel like when you overwhelm yourself, that's when you just want to give up. And I know that when you move, you have this overwhelming feeling that everything needs to be perfect right away. And I think that when that time comes, I need to take a chill pill and just tell myself there's no rush. Everything will be fine. If you have drawers or closets that are a mess, that's okay. Just take it one step at a time.
I'm too afraid to be rejected. It's so expected. I feel like I'm out of my mind, but I know I can't deny you. I am so alienated. Sitting on planet X. I'm becoming the person I've hated. Wonder what will happen next. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like a charge around us that just feels right. Can't get my head around it. I can never hit the brakes. Every time you touch me, babe, you send me right out into space. You send me right out into space. Right into space. I'm not the kind of person who is sentimental, but this thing is making me soft, giving into my damn heart. It feels like I am losing my grip, going crazy, 'cause this doesn't make any sense. You're broken down all my defenses. No,
Well, that's a wrap. Done organizing or doing what they needed me to do here in the kitchen. But next up is their pantry. I'm wondering if I'll do it maybe right before the end of the year or first of the year. I think that's always when we get that bug to organize. So we will be doing like a pantry refresh, different organizers, because when I organized it last time, some of the stuff that's in here now wasn't in there before. Some things have changed in the past 2 years for them as far as their family goes and all of that. So a lot of changes, a lot of updates. And I think in the past 2 years, I've done a lot more organizing than I may have some really good organizing solutions for them. So I'm excited to tackle this, and it'll be kind of nice to organize a bigger pantry. And then I will also be doing some more organizing here in the rest of the kitchen. So stay tuned for part 2 in the kitchen. Thank you guys so much for hanging around, being here with me. It's been fun. Now it's time to go have fun with the fam. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, so today we are going to be doing some extreme kitchen cleaning, decluttering, and organizing. I'm going to be deep cleaning throughout my entire kitchen, literally pulling everything out of my cabinets, KonMari style, wiping things down, vacuuming, and then organizing. So lots of cleaning, decluttering, and organizing, as well as an Olive Garden, actually 3-ingredient Olive Garden Crockpot recipe, and a grocery haul, and some amazing kitchen organization ideas.
ceiling.
I hope you guys are ready for some major decluttering and organizing. About once a year, I like to truly declutter my kitchen, and I mean pull everything out of the cabinets, really wipe them down, deep clean them before I organize. I find that if I pull everything out of the cabinets, I do a better job of reevaluating what needs to go back in, and I'm more likely to get rid of stuff if it's already out of the cabinets. So the plan for today was to pick up the living room and the kitchen, just kind of start with the clean slate, and then I was going to start pulling things out from the bottom half of the cabinets. I did this last year. I think I was a little bit over ambitious, and I thought I'd be able to get it all done, like every cabinet in one session, but I quickly learned that wasn't the case, and it was just way too much work. So I would suggest if you have a big organizing and decluttering project, try not to overwhelm yourself. Just start out slow and do it a little bit at a time so you don't get overwhelmed. So this is going to be part 1 of kitchen organization, decluttering and organization, working on the bottom half of the kitchen cabinets and then organizing 3 areas. And then next week, you're going to see me in part 2, where I'll be doing the top half of the kitchen cabinets and organizing 3 other spaces in my kitchen.
But everything feels a little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. You're making it brighter right through the gray.
There were just some areas I wanted to clean before I got started decluttering because I knew that I would be exhausted when I was done. And while I was in the kitchen and focusing on the kitchen, I just wanted to knock these tasks out. So I wanted to scrub out my sink, get my sink a really good scrubbing, which is one of my favorite things to clean in the kitchen. I just find it very satisfying. And then I wanted to clean my oven before I started decluttering. And if you guys are new to my channel, hello, I want to introduce myself. I'm Jamie, and I am truly grateful that you're here. And I hope that maybe we're cleaning together, or maybe you're just dancing along to the music and having fun watching me do all of the work. But either way, hopefully I am providing you some type of entertainment or motivation or inspiration to you and your life. I'm a mom and a wife. I'm married to my high school sweetheart. We met in 5th grade at camp. We've been married for almost 12 years. And then we have 3 daughters. Our oldest is in kindergarten. And then we have twins who will be 2. I almost said 1, which is crazy. They'll be 2 at the end of March. We struggled with infertility, so we had quite the journey to get all 3 of our kids, but specifically with the twins, we were able and blessed to get pregnant through IVF. That was quite the journey, but totally worth it. I hope that my videos will provide you with weekly inspiration. You know, I like to post videos to give you guys cleaning tips and hacks, decluttering and organization motivation, just to show you what I do. I am not perfect. I feel like I'm losing my mind half of the time. I'm always going crazy and bouncing from one thing to another, but hopefully just know that we're in this together. We're going to get it done. I'm going to help you. We're going to get it done little by little. So I would love to have you guys join my journey, join my community. And if you do, please say hi. So 2 out of the 3 that I'm going to be organizing today is my pots and pans and then my cups and water bottles. Those areas just have been driving me crazy. So I spent some time and I found some really good organizers, and I actually bought a couple of different ones to try out and see what would truly work and last. And I found some that truly work the best, so I cannot wait to share these organizers with you.
Do you like it better when you see the sun? Do you like it better when the sky is blue? I know I do.
So here throughout the kitchen, I'm using a lot of the Jaws cleaning products, which I love. I love the whole line. And then a lot of the Grove collaborative products like the Mrs. Meyer's Baking Soda Cream Cleanser and the Bon Ami. And if you're not familiar with Jaws, it stands for Just Add Water System. So you reuse the bottles and you just pop in new pods. That's what you buy. You just buy new pods. And I love the kitchen degreaser. That's what I'm using here. And then all of the other Jaws cleaning products I really love. They have a disinfectant. They have a foaming shower cleaner that I really like, and the granite cleaner. And they all have a very light scent. There's a scent, but it's a very light scent, which I like because it's not overpowering. But they also really work. They're great products. And then, like I said, I'm using the Bon Ami and the Mrs. Meyer's Baking Soda Cream Cleanser, which I got from the Grove Collaborative website. And I've just found that over the past year, really, it's been near impossible to find cleaning products and get cleaning products at the grocery stores. So I've been using the Jaws cleaning products and then ordering from Grove. And it just makes life easier because they always have them in stock and it gets delivered straight to my home. And I can, I don't really have to worry about it. But for the Jaws, I'll have a coupon code for you for 25% off if you want to give them a try. I also have a link for Grove. If you are a first-time customer, you can get a free gift set, and it's truly a really good gift set. Like, it's a worth it type of gift set. Grove has disinfectants, they have hand sanitizers, they have body wash, they have way more than you think. And just so you guys know that neither of the links are affiliate links, I don't make any money. If you go and spend money, I don't make anything from it. I'm just sharing these because you get either a coupon code or a free gift set. So just wanted to share those with you, and those are the products I've really been enjoying lately. So you guys can see I was just pulling everything out and reorganizing the things in the cabinet. This cabinet specifically, I really wasn't focusing on too much just because it's all of Avery's school supplies, her art cabinet, like all of that, like coloring books and crayons and markers. So I'm going to tackle this another day when I'm with her so we can go through it together. But all of the other cabinets were kitchen stuff that I really needed to declutter. And I find that doing this once a year, I always seem to get rid of a little bit more every single year, and it just really cuts down on the clutter.
I'm blessed. Didn't know it'd take me past my destiny. You're behind me with the rest, 'cause I'm a mess. No more you. Could only get better. I need it more than ever they don't.
So the 3 areas I'm going to be organizing today were the 3 areas that probably have been driving me the most crazy in my kitchen over the past year. I have never found good systems to organize those areas, and they were just areas that have been bugging me. And these are the 3 areas that I'm sure you have struggles with as well. And I found some amazing organizers that really, really made a huge difference, and they helped me a ton. So I know they can help you as well.
You see through. Gotta make space for the new you, like I'm old news in your rearview mirror. It must be nice you went and got a penthouse, all your friends partying, it's real loud. Brand new money with a brand new chest, still a baby bird price straight off the nest like you.
So this Lazy Susan corner cabinet, I don't love. It just kind of, like, things just kind of get shoved back there. And I feel like it's kind of a random place to put your pots and pans. But honestly, it really works well for our kitchen because we have the stove and the oven right there. So it's like if I'm going to boil some noodles, I can just reach down really quickly and grab out a pot or pan. And I had thought about moving them to the deep cabinet pull-out drawers in the island, but it just really didn't make sense because our stove or oven is right there. So, and honestly, I don't even know what else we would be putting in the Lazy Susan cabinet anyways. So it honestly works out really well, and the organizers I got worked. And in this cabinet, we just kind of have a lot of random appliances. And if you guys have a blender you really love, let me know. So our blender is, I think, 12 years old, and there was a piece on the top where you could open it up and then pour out your, smoothie or shake or whatever you make. Well, that broke off and we lost it. So now when I make or blend things up, I have to take a paper towel and hold it over that area so stuff doesn't spray all over. So we are in desperate need of a new blender. Let me know if you have one that you like. I'm excited for this cabinet because it's a mess. Mess. I know there's cups in here that we don't use anymore. I've gotten more cups because I'm in love with the Yeti cups. So I've I got a couple of those for Christmas, and we're just not using as many of our normal coffee cups and some of the water bottles, and we have more water bottles now just because Avery's using some for school and all of that. So I got an organizer that I'm excited to put together. And so when we put cups away, they're all not just like shoved in here and falling apart.
We keep on telling lies. That is how we stay alive.
So I pulled all of the cups out, and then I started to separate them by the types of cups and how often we use them. And then as I was doing that, if there were any cups that were, like really beat up or we didn't really use, then I pulled them out to get rid of them. And these are the organizers that I got off of Amazon, and I will have all of the organizational things that I used linked below in the description, but they ended up being perfect for this space. And what I like about them is you can get a 2-shelf organizer or a 3-shelf organizer, and I ended up getting both just because both, depending on what shelf it was going on, I thought it was nice to have the 3rd shelf one for the bigger shelves that I have in my cabinet. So I also like these organizers specifically because if you have bigger water bottles or smaller water bottles, you can adjust the shelves. A lot of the water bottle organizers that I found, you could not adjust the shelving, and we have a lot of different sizes of water bottles. And then the other thing was a lot of the organizers on Amazon, they almost had like a dip to it. So the water bottle would be cradled, if that makes sense. I'll try to put a picture here. Which I like that idea because they're not going to shift or move. But then at the same time, I was like, but what if you have a bigger water bottle or a smaller water bottle that doesn't really fit in that area? You almost have to have like a specific size water bottle for those organizers. And so for these, the shelves aren't flat. So the bottles don't move. Like if you remove one water bottle from the shelf, it's not like they all shift and move and go back and forth. But at the same time, you can have different size water bottles that work for these shelves. I'm in love. I love it. Obviously, I was able to get rid of a lot, but basically I only kept what we use. So we have, these are just kind of like a few extra cups, Avery's sports, soccer, softball, water jugs. These are the water bottles she takes to school because she has to take a water bottle every day to school. And then these are workout shaker bottles that we use if we need like pre-workout or something. And then these are just water cups that I use on a daily basis or Mike uses. And then my coffee cups. And I end up using the same coffee cups almost every single day because we run a load in the dishwasher. So I really don't need a ton of coffee cups. Mike doesn't drink coffee. And we honestly never have people over who drink coffee. And then I had this was actually under my sink before I reorganized it, and I kept it, and I think it will be perfect for all of the straws for these cups, and then getting, you know, more reusable straws, and then the straw cleaner right here. So okay, so it's giveaway time. This giveaway is open internationally and it runs through January 14th at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time. I will announce the winner on Monday, January 15th, 2024. So crazy to say. So this giveaway will run for 2 full weeks. I will announce the winner on my Jamie's Journey YouTube community tab on Monday, January 15th, 2024, and on my Instagram account, which is linked in the description of this video. I will first respond to the winners and their winning comment, so you should get a notification from that. Please put a reminder in your phone or your calendar to check my YouTube community tab or Instagram on Monday, January 15th to see if you won. If you don't check notifications on YouTube, that's super important. The winner has 24 hours to respond, or I will have to move on and choose another winner. Thank you for being here. Good luck. Oh, and remember, if you get a message saying you won and that I need money from you or I need something from you, do not. That's a scam. When I run these giveaway videos, scammers will come in. I will never, ever ask you for a dime. If you win a giveaway, you should not pay anything. So never give anyone money. I will never ask you for anything. Good luck, guys. Okay, so here is the question. The question for the giveaway is, what is something you're looking forward to in 2024? It could be a change you want to make. It could be a vacation. It could be anything, big, small. Let me know what is something you're looking forward to here in the new year. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, have the bell notifications on, and answer the question. And then the pan lids up here at the top, and it's just nice because it can twirl. And at first I didn't know if this is where I wanted to keep the pots and the pans, but it just makes sense since the stove is right here. So now I don't, you know, when we need a certain pot or pan, we can just grab it like that. We don't have to stack them or unstack them, and it turns, so it makes it easier to grab them. And then down here I just stacked the pots, which I try to stack them with how we use them. So you have, you know, the big pots, or these are the smaller ones that we don't use very often, and I would say we probably use these the most often for like macaroni and cheese and stuff. So I put, you know, boiling noodles for the girls right there. So a lot less cluttered. We have nothing in the corners, which is nice. And the only thing that I wasn't able to fit on there was these, and I tried to actually put them originally in here because with these we could like sneak some of those back there, but with the lids it just didn't work, or with these handles it just didn't work. So they were intersecting with each other, so I just tucked them back there, which it still works. See, they still go. So
go back to never wanted to end things like we did. I'm sorry for all those promises I made you that I couldn't keep, but it's like something feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go?
The next area was our silverware drawer. These organizers that I had in here were really old, and it's really not that big of a deal. There's nothing wrong with having old organizers, but I just felt like things were always getting stuck when we would try to pull out the drawer. So I went and found this pretty inexpensive. It was inexpensive compared to other expandable drawer organizers, but I got this one off of Amazon. And it's expandable, which I like, and it truly gave us way more space in here. And then the narrow, skinny white organizers are from Target, and they're my favorite organizers for drawers. I'm actually going to be using them in my bathroom, but you get a pack of 3 for $2, and it just allows you to organize a drawer, like a space in a drawer, and they have different sizes. So you can, it's like putting a puzzle together, and you can pretty much make anything work. Okay, this is everything that we are getting rid of just from the bottom cabinets, which you guys saw that we don't really have a lot, so I'm pretty happy with this amount of stuff that we're getting rid of.
When you were leaving, I need you even more than I did before. locked at the door. You drive me crazy, I want you to stay here. Now I'm here alone, I hate this part.
So next, what I wanted to do was clean out my refrigerator and pantry. Mike had actually went and picked up the groceries earlier, and when I came home, I did film a grocery haul, which I'll share at the end of the video, because I know that some of you guys don't care about grocery hauls, and I don't want to make you guys suffer through it. So I wanted to put all of that stuff away, put away the groceries and organize them. And I recently got this new Aunt Fanny's all-purpose cleaning vinegar spray from Grove Collaborative, and I was going to use that in there, but there were some really sticky messes on the top shelf. So I went in with the Dawn Power Wash because I knew that Power Wash, which I love, is super powerful and it would take care of all of the sticky messes, so I wouldn't have to scrub too much. But then I wanted to use the Aunt Fanny's cleaning vinegar spray for the rest of the refrigerator, and I really, really loved it. Like, it just left this nice lemon scent in the air, but I know it was cleaning because of the cleaning vinegar. And just so you guys know, cleaning vinegar is different than just regular white distilled vinegar. And like I said, there's like a lemon scent, and I think they have another scented one. But I definitely liked using this in the refrigerator, and this was one of those hidden gems on the Grove Collaborative website. I've always liked the Mrs. Meyer's and Methods products, but I was really searching for different cleaning products to try out this time, and I was really happy with this one.
Now I'm trying to let you go, but I'm always losing control. Is that what you want me to do? Now I'm trying to let you go, but I'm always losing control. Is that what you want me to do? You'll be the death of me still, you're my medicine. Yeah.
Honestly, do you guys like seeing me clean and organize my refrigerator? Because it might be one of my favorite areas to clean. There's just something satisfying about a clean and organized refrigerator. I don't know if you guys find it boring or what, but I'm sure you have to often clean your refrigerator. And I know they make like covers, which I've thought about getting, but there is just something knowing that your refrigerator is completely wiped down and all clean, and it always makes me feel so good. So next I was moving onto the pantry, and I feel like sometimes when we go to the grocery store, I try to plan it out so we go when I have time to actually organize when we bring the food back. This was one of those days because I knew I was going to be focusing on the kitchen, so I knew I'd have the time, but I'll admit, this does not always happen, but it's nice to be able to come home, put everything away nicely and not be rushing. It's also nice to be able to take things out of boxes and organize everything. So it was really, really nice to be able to do that today.
Enough time. I'm falling behind. I hate to separate my body and mind. My body and mind. You feel like demons in my mind. Demons in my mind. You taste like demons in my mind.
And we do recycle. We just have to actually take all of it to a recycling center. We don't have recycling pickup where we live, so we just put it in bags so it's easier to transport.
Struggling to come through. We had a fire that we watched it burn out. Isn't it time we go our separate ways? Not enough time.
Okay, so this is the Crockpot recipe. It's seriously so easy. You just take chicken breast, 16 ounces of Olive Garden dressing, which ended up being the whole bottle. They also have a light dressing if you're interested in that. and then some Parmesan cheese. And I just kind of eyeballed the Parmesan cheese because we love it. So, but I will have the recipe linked in the description. But once I got that going, I was just kind of vacuuming, and then I wanted to mop in the kitchen. And I always kind of like to end my cleaning sessions with vacuuming and mopping because it just makes me feel like everything's tied together, and I love seeing those vacuum lines. I also had laundry to fold, but I wasn't going to film it because it didn't really make sense because I'm focusing mainly on the kitchen in this video. But then I was like, wait a minute, I'm sure somebody out there has to do some laundry, right? I mean, I have laundry every single day to do. So I figured, hey, I'll throw it in here. So if you have laundry to fold, maybe we can fold together. And I'm going to have that after the grocery haul. To mop, I was using my O-Cedar spin mop, and then I put in 1 teaspoon of powdered Tide laundry detergent, which has been my go-to lately for mopping my floors. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's game changing. So many of you have messaged me and says, wow, my floors have never been cleaner. So 1 teaspoon of powdered Tide laundry detergent. And I also have a steam mop, and I get some people are like, you know, why do you go back and forth? And honestly, I just kind of like to switch it up sometimes because that way I don't get bored. So I like my O-Cedar mop better, but I like to switch it up just because it makes things more exciting. And I do like the steam mop for getting really stuck on food that's on the floor for like that's under the high chairs, because sometimes we get really sticky food that's on the floor, and the steam mop is one of the only things that really can get all of that food up.
Would you follow me, or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right, we'll find the remedy.
All right, so we have some milk, which is always a staple. I got some snacks for the girls. They really like the flavor blasted goldfish way more than normal goldfish. I don't know what it is, but all 3 girls love the extra cheddar. So I don't know, try it if you want to. Vanilla cupcake goldfish, another favorite. I got some bars for the girls. Now I usually get, for the twins, I usually get these Sunny Day snack bars, and I always like them because they didn't make too much of a mess. But lately they've been making a huge mess. So maybe it's the twins. With Avery, when she had these, she never made a huge mess. But the twins have been making a huge mess, so I'm like, well, then I guess it doesn't matter what granola bars we buy. So I also grabbed these. They are teething. They've been teething for a while, and sometimes they're just super cranky and they refuse to eat. So I've been making sure we're stocked up on yogurt, stuff for smoothies, which I also got some stuff, granola bars, and like applesauce pouches. I always want those on hand, so if they don't eat, at least I know they'll probably eat something like that. So they're getting something in their stomach. Avery eats one of these for breakfast almost every day, and I like that they're the protein kind. She's just never been a huge breakfast eater. Sometimes she'll eat yogurt. Sometimes she'll ask for something separate like pancakes, but most of the time she just wants like fruit and a granola bar, or granola bar and yogurt. And I feel like if she's eating a decent granola bar and one with some protein, I just feel better sending her to school with some extra protein. So we get those. We got some cheese. I'm going to be making some pasta salad for the girls. So we always have cheese sticks for the girls, but I got these little cubes to put into the pasta salad. A Lunchable. I'm going to be making a white chicken chili this week. I'm going to be making a Crockpot white chicken chili soon, so I got stuff for that. Our Olive Garden Crockpot chicken, honestly the easiest and the best, one of the best meals and one of our go-tos. Some tortellini, cheese and spinach tortellini. Avery likes taking this for her lunches, but all three girls, it's just a quick lunch or dinner. You just boil them. So fruit and vegetable pouches, again, something we always have on hand. And honestly, I need to go to Costco because I feel like they're way more expensive when you get them like this at the regular grocery store. So we need to go to Costco, but until we get a chance to do that, I just got a few boxes. These are the girls' favorite waffles. I mentioned this before. They've never been big waffle eaters. And then I got these thick and fluffy ones, and they love these. So I think they're not as hard and crunchy, and they're fluffy, so they like them a lot more. So we usually always have these on hand. Frozen broccoli. This is one of Avery's favorite and my favorites. And then I was just looking for different protein sources for the twins. They can get pretty picky and they get tired of eating the same things over and over. Avery can eat the same things every single day and she's fine, as can I. But the twins need more of a variety. So I find that if I do more rotations, if I introduce new foods, they're more likely to eat it. So I just try to always bring in different types of foods. And we don't eat a lot of hot dogs in general, and not a lot of hot dogs specifically in the winter. You know, in the summer, we're always putting things on the grill. But I just thought another protein source, something different. So I picked up some of these. And then these cauliflower veggie tots. We've tried the cauliflower and broccoli ones. The kids hated them, but broccoli has a strong taste. We've tried the sweet potato and cauliflower. The kids hated them. So I'm trying to go with just the cauliflower. I'm hoping this works, but honestly, I'm not going to feel too hopeful. The twins specifically are super picky. I mean, Avery will eat broccoli and green beans. When it comes to vegetables, the twins are picky. So I figured cauliflower is pretty mild. We'll give it a go. Peanuts, garden rotini. I'm going to use this for the pasta salad I'm going to make. Some yogurt pouches for the girls. Some Go-Gurts. Avery likes the tube yogurts. Well, she likes any type. But these are more for Avery. These are more for the twins. Carrot chips. Avery loves carrots. And no particular reason why I got the chips, just to switch it up a little bit. Strawberries, tomatoes for the pasta salad, green pepper for the pasta salad, and onion for the chili, limes and lemons for my water, bananas, coffee, Uncrustables. I get these. Avery used to buy a lot more in the beginning of the school year. She would buy, and then something happened and she just never wants to buy anymore. So we kind of rotate between about 5 different lunches, but I always like to keep these on hand for, you know, busy mornings, busy evenings where, I don't know, we just don't have time. And I like getting the reduced sugar ones. So Uncrustables, peanut butter and jelly, eggs, bread, lemonade, and then pancakes. This is another staple, breakfast staple for the twins. So it's usually like a rotation between eggs, pancakes, waffles, yogurt, fruit. That's pretty much, chicken sausage. Like, that's pretty much the extent of their breakfast. But this is the Walmart grocery haul. And then we had recently went to Target, and did a drive up. So I'll show you what we got there as well. More snacks, because you can never have too many snacks with your kids, right? Sometimes it just breaks up the morning, or like late morning before lunch or afternoon. The girls will say, do you guys want a snack? And they will go over here to their drawer. This is their drawer, which I need to organize. They'll go over here and they'll grab their snack bowls. So it's really, really cute when we do that. So I got some of the birthday cake bunny grams for them. I got these for Avery's lunches. Again, just something a little bit different. We try to stick to, you know, pasta like macaroni and cheese, or the tortellini, or noodles, pasta salad, a turkey sandwich, peanut butter and jelly. Like, those are kind of the rotation that she goes through. And then we usually do a fruit and or a vegetable, like she loves peppers or cucumbers or carrots, and then a fruit. And then I like throwing in something like this or fruit snacks or something, maybe a few chocolate chips, just to add a little surprise for her. I needed some Clorox toilet wands. These are so hard to find. I feel like Target is one of the only places I can get them at. And then these we keep on hand for the twins when they're teething. I really like these. I've talked about these so many times, but they're specifically, like, it's not just because they're the Plum Organic Super Smoothie. They are these specific ones. They're very, it says right there, nutrient dense. So we don't give these to them very often. It's those times where they're just not eating at all. And if you can see all of the nutrients here. So we always like to keep these on hand for when they're just refusing to eat. All right, so the kitchen is half organized, clean. The living room is clean. And I have about 3 loads of laundry to fold. And I wasn't gonna do it here on camera because it's like, I'm kind of focusing on the kitchen today, but I know there's someone out there who needs some laundry folding motivation. So I'm like, why not do it, right? You guys can fold laundry with me. So if you have laundry to do, go grab your basket and let's get folding.
Might be going crazy, I don't know what to do. My heart is screaming for you, babe. And what I'm trying to say is that you make the sky look blue, even when it is gray, babe. Every time I'm feeling down, you can make it go away. Your light is shining bright on me, got no reason to be afraid. You're glowing.
Well, that's a wrap. I am done. My bed's not made, but can't do it all, right? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and make sure you stick around, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Part 2 of more kitchen decluttering and organizing will be up next week. And of course, there's always cleaning, decluttering, organizing motivation every Sunday. So make sure you're subscribed, have the notifications turned on, and come over and find me on Instagram. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a lot of whole house cleaning, a lot of decluttering, a lot of organizing. I'm going to be deep cleaning in my kitchen and in my bathrooms. I'm going to be specifically focusing on decluttering and organizing my master bathroom, and I'm going to give you 2 different ways that you can organize. A budget-friendly Dollar Tree way with some really cool new baskets from the Dollar Tree, as well as another way using Amazon and Target organizing solutions. So no matter what your budget is, hopefully I can give you some ideas as well as motivation to get everything done. I'm going to be showing you some real life messes, an area that I have not cleaned in a while. It was pretty gross. Oops. As well as busting out my favorite cleaning tools and cleaning products to get my house clean. I hope you're ready to get inspired and get things done. So this is going to be 2 days of cleaning, decluttering, and organizing. And on day 1, it was actually at night, and I grabbed my oldest daughter, Avery, and we started cleaning. She helped me clean up the toys in the living room, and then I was going to clean up the kitchen. And I wanted to kind of do my nightly cleaning routine of picking things up off of the floor, wiping down the countertops, scrubbing my dirty stove and sink, vacuuming and mopping before tackling the decluttering and organizing projects the next day. So like I said earlier, the plan is to declutter and organize my master bathroom, and I wanted to give you guys 2 different types of organizing solutions. So I'm going to be organizing
organizing all of the drawers in our bathroom, and then under my sink, and then under my husband's sink. My sink is going to be more Amazon and Target organization solutions, and then under his sink, it's going to be a Dollar Tree organization. So 2 different types of budgets, and hopefully I can help you guys out. I scored some really cute, super cute new Dollar Tree baskets that are just perfect. So I can't wait to share all of that with you guys.
You make it easy, but every time I fall back again. Tell me all the secrets, 'cause baby I can't see the end. Don't slow down, I just need you to say you won't let go.
This has pretty much been my go-to for cleaning my stove lately, and I feel like it's the perfect duo, the perfect pair. So I start out with my Jaws kitchen degreaser. It has a nice cinnamon orange scent to it, and it gets all of the food or any extra debris that's on the stovetop. And then I go in with my Mrs. Meyer's baking soda cream cleanser and give it a really good scrubbing. I also have a sponge that I'll use specifically for the glass top stove if these 2 products don't get all of that stuff off. But you saw how dirty my stove top was, and these 2 products took care of all of it. And while I had the Mrs. Meyer's baking soda cream cleanser out, I thought I'd give my sink a good scrubbing as well.
that I miss you now, and I need to reminisce this cause
to clean my blinds, I was using this Aunt Fanny's cleaning vinegar spray, which I got in my new Grove Collaborative haul recently. And cleaning vinegar is different than regular vinegar, and then this has a little lemon scent to it. And let me tell you, it did a really, really good job on my blinds, and then also left a nice lemony scent in the air. And I think this is becoming one of my new favorite cleaning products from my latest Grove Collaborative haul. I actually used it to clean my refrigerator recently. And then to clean the windows inside and out, I was using my Jaws glass cleaner.
Can't say I like it, but I can fight it. Some things are not meant to be, even if it's hard to see. I'll try to let go, it's not easy, you know. Some things are not meant to be, let's skip the apologies. But I can't help that I miss you now, and I need to reminisce this cause we're still at a
So I want to give a shout out to my cousin, Jessie. Hi, Jessie, if you're watching. My cousin, Jessie, is a nurse, and she works very, very long hours. She's on her feet all day, every day, and it's been a 2020 for her and a 2021. And I know I've been giving her some motivation. She even brought the Jaws cleaners recently, and she just works really, really hard and needs some motivation. And I just wanted to give a shout out to her. And if you guys want to say hi to her and thank her for all of her hard work that she does. And I know a lot of you guys are healthcare workers or essential workers. My mom is a nurse, and it's just been really stressful this past year and moving into 2021. So all of you teachers, doctors, nurses, essential workers, people working in the grocery stores, keeping everything running for us, thank you for all that you're doing and, you know, what you've done for the community. And thanks for all of your hard work. I appreciate it. So thank you, guys.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight.
So when I came in here, I wanted to pick things up and do a little bit of cleaning before I started decluttering and organizing. To wipe down my bathroom vanity, I'm using the Jaws foaming bathroom cleaner and their disinfectant that they have. And so I love the foaming bathroom cleaner. It's like one of my go-tos for daily or weekly bathroom cleaning. And then it's also nice to have a disinfectant that is easy to find. I order them from their website, and they always have the cleaners in stock, which is so nice. So if you guys want to try them out, you can use my link in the description, and I have a code for 25% off. It's not an affiliate link. I'm not making any money off of that if you use the link. They're really great cleaners, and a lot of you have tried them out. I always tell you guys, if you try anything that I recommend, please come back and tell me. I want to know. I want your honest opinion. What do you think? And you guys always come back and say you really like them. And then I was using my Rubbermaid Power Scrubber, which is basically a little electric handy cleaner that is battery operated, and it's a powerful little scrubber, and it was getting under the faucets, and it was pretty satisfying to see how well it cleaned under there. How are you guys doing? I know life can be crazy and stressful for all of us, and I know we're all going through so much. It always seems to be one thing or another, but let me know how you're doing in the comment section. I just want to check in. I love chatting with you guys either over on Instagram or here on YouTube, but I just want to know how you guys are doing. I hope you're doing all right. Hope you're hanging in there.
Just watch me break it.
So I busted out my Bissell Steam Shot, which, you know, I've been loving lately. It's just a little hand steamer, but it also cleans. And so for my tracking, it basically loosened up all of the dirt and debris. And then I just had to take a wet paper towel and wipe it all up and a few times, and that was it. It just does a good job of breaking everything up, so it's easy to wipe things down, and it made cleaning the tracking quick and painless.
When you're sober, you say you don't like the games, but you play me like there's no tomorrow. You should know that I'm fed up with your lies, so don't come closer. You know you hurt me bad and I have scars. I need some time to heal, so don't come over. Don't even bother calling, just get lost. I'm fine on my own, so don't even bother to come back, 'cause I'm done. I'm fine on my own. And boy, your pretty little lies are getting old. All the nights I have wasted on you are
So these are the baskets that I found at the Dollar Tree, and they had so many different sizes and shapes and bright spring colors, and I got a good amount because I plan on organizing other areas here in my home. So under my sink wasn't too bad. I just needed some organizing solutions down here. So I kind of pulled everything out. I was wiping things down with my Mrs. Meyer's lavender spray and then organizing. And I first grabbed these clear bins, which I also used to organize under my kitchen sink, which ended up working perfectly for that space, and I'll have that video linked below. But I ordered a couple more from Amazon because I wanted clear bins for what I was putting in there. And then I got this little Lazy Susan turntable thing to put my face wash, all of my facial products, because it's nice. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. You know, I like how it turns, but then also you can grab the individual clear parts out. So if you only need, you know, the serums, I can just grab that. Or if I only need my face wash, I can just grab that bin.
I'm fine on my own. And boy, your pretty little lies are getting old. All those late nights I waited for you, they're gone 'cause we are through. All those late nights I waited for you, they're gone 'cause we are through. Your lies are getting old, but I'm getting stronger. You think that my bed's getting cold, but it's feeling warm. Your lies are getting old, but I'm getting stronger. I'm getting stronger. 'Cause I'm fine on my own. So don't even bother to come back, 'cause I'm done. I'm fine on my own. And boy, your pretty little lies are getting old. All those late nights I waited.
So the reason why I went for this one is it'll be nice, you know, if I need to wash my face at night, I can just grab this from under here. I mean, if I wanna bring this whole container out from under there, I can. Or, you know, sometimes after a shower, I've already washed my face. And when I get out of the shower and come to the sink, I can just grab this that has my facial products and serums and stuff like that. So I thought this would be really nice to put under there. And then what I wanted to do here was I wanted to take all of my feminine products and put them in a nice little basket. So when it's that time of the month, I can just go and grab the basket out and take it out and put it in the little toilet room. I think water closet is what it's called. Because, you know, I just have so many different kinds that I need. And so these boxes are always just sitting in there and they become a mess. They fall over. The twins get into them. So I just like how it's in like a little basket that I can just grab and everything is neat and organized and it looks a little bit nicer in the water closet.
You should try and let it go and start being yourself.
So next I was moving on to Mike's side of under his sink. And he had a lot less stuff in here. And so that's why I decided to do the Dollar Tree organization. And the idea came to me to have, Amazon and Target and then a Dollar Tree, just because I know people have different budgets. And I wanted to give you guys different ideas as far as organizing. Plus, when I saw the Dollar Tree baskets, I thought they were pretty cute. So I got these little shelves from Target. I originally had wanted to get some from the Dollar Tree because they do sell these, but I could not find them for the life of me. But they were pretty cheap at Target. They were $6 a piece and cheaper than any other place I could find, even on Amazon. So if you can find them at Dollar Tree, then this would be even cheaper for you. But I also got the garbage can that's down here from the Dollar Tree and the 4 baskets, all from the Dollar Tree. The garbage can they had in multiple different colors, spring, like the spring line, the bright colors, just like with the baskets. So, this whole cabinet would have been, if I would have been able to get the shelves from Dollar Tree, everything would have been $1, which would have been so nice. But I am just in love with these super cute baskets, the design and the colors. So go check your local Dollar Tree and hopefully you can get some. Okay, so these are some of my favorite organizers for drawers. I use them in the girls' bathroom. I've used them in my kitchen, and they're really inexpensive, so I've already used one of these. But they come in a pack of 3. The bigger ones come in a pack of 2, and I think they're $2 a piece. So, like $2 for 4 of these, $2 for 3 of these, and they have, a medium size, they have a large size, have a super tiny size, and then the long and skinny. And it's just nice because out of these 3 sizes you can pretty much get anything to fit into your drawers. So that is my plan for today. Just to make it look a little bit more uniform. It's inexpensive and they have them in different colors. There's a blush pink color that I use in my office, and then there's a gray color, and then the white. So I have, I think, all 3 colors, but nice and neutral, or if you want that pop of pink. So these are my favorite, and they've had them for well over a year, and sometimes I can't find them, but usually if I just like wait a week or 2, I can find them. So, it's not terribly hard to find them in stock. So these drawers basically have my makeup, and it was nice to go through it all. I didn't have a lot I needed to get rid of. I tend to find what I like and what works, and I just stick to it. So right now I feel like I have a lot of good makeup products that work for my skin tone and my skin type. So I don't have a ton. I didn't have a ton to get rid of, so I was just wiping things down and then going through and organizing and making sure the little organizers fit into all of the drawers. But stay tuned because I have a lot more left to clean here. After I'm done organizing, I'm gonna kind of do a quick sweep of the upstairs, just pick things up, wipe things down, vacuum, and you're gonna see an area, specifically a toilet that had been neglected in our home. And it's not like a toilet mess not like what you're thinking. It's just a toilet that hasn't been cleaned in probably 2 or 3 weeks, which is so embarrassing. And I almost thought about not sharing it, but I don't know, like life happens, I guess, and you forget to clean certain areas of your home. So if you have an area that you've neglected, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about yourself. Just do it and just try better next time. It happens. This drawer, I keep my hair dryer, my hair tools that I use to curl my hair. I didn't want to put the drawer organizers in here because they weren't big enough. So I use these drawer expanders, which fit perfectly in here. And then I was able to lay my hair dryer and my curling wand and all of that nice and neatly in here. And now they're not all just like thrown in there, laying on top of each other. They're nicely set in there and they all have a place. Alright, so this is just kind of a catch-all drawer. I mean, kind of random. I have my tanning stuff, my hair straightener, which I don't use a ton. Like, I very rarely use that, so I didn't want to put it with these hair tools. But I still want to keep it out in case I quickly need it. I can't get rid of this, and I don't know why I keep it in here, but it's my pregnancy test from when I got pregnant with the twins. Do you guys keep your pregnancy test? Just struggling with infertility and taking so many pregnancy tests, like so many, and constantly seeing the negative. I just can't get rid of this. I was gonna organize this today, but this, I just knew it would end up being too much of a project. Look how bad this is. Look how bad this is. So, I have plans to tackle this. I just don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to do it, but believe me, I'm gonna do it. So, not every place in my house is organized. This is so bad, but hopefully I can tackle it soon. Yeah, just wanted to show you that not every place in my house is neat and clean and organized. We'll just shut the door for right now.
I don't care if you don't wanna do all the things that I do.
So before moving on to the rest of the upstairs, I wanted to clean our toilet and then vacuum and mop. I just feel like, especially when I wash and dry my hair, I lose so much hair, so I obviously do that weekly. So I always like to vacuum and mop weekly. I don't vacuum and mop weekly necessarily in the twins' room or the twins and Avery's bathroom. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't get to it. But I wanted to do that in our bathroom. But to mop, I was using the e-cloth mop, which I love using just for like a really quick mop. I prefer using the steam mop in the bathrooms, but that's downstairs. And so sometimes if I'm in a hurry just trying to get things done, I'll use the e-cloth mop, which is a great mop. You just use water to mop, and it honestly, I'm telling you, the floors feel cleaner when I'm done. You can get these. I'll have a link in the description for e-cloth. If you want to check it out, you can also get them at Grove Collaborative, which I'll also have a link in my description for Grove Collaborative. And if you're a new customer and you use my link, you can get a free gift set. And honestly, it's a really, really nice gift set. I actually got one recently, and just like Jaws, it's not an affiliate link, but if you use it, you get a free gift set. So I just wanted to let you guys know. With Grove, there's so many products on there that I personally had no idea that they had, because I just tend to get the same ones over and over. And recently I spent some time really looking, and I found some hidden gems like the Aunt Fanny's cleaning vinegar, and I'm actually going to go on there and try to find some more. I like trying to find those products that you can't get anywhere else that a lot of people may not know of. So there's a lot more on there than what you think. So this was the girls' bathroom, and this was the toilet, the ring that is there because we just have not cleaned it in a long, long time. So embarrassing, guys, but it's life, right? Oops. And then I thought I was done, but then I realized that there's toothpaste everywhere. I had Avery a couple of days ago clean up and wipe things down, but then I had noticed that there was toothpaste on the cabinet. So I used my Jaws hardwood really quickly to wipe it all off. So Avery also did this, put little scrunchies around some of the washcloths. I'll leave that. I thought it was pretty cute.
I told myself that maybe he ain't worth it. Too bad I hate advice.
So I jumped in to do my weekly pickup of the twins' bedroom and just do the bare basic pickup in here, like picking things up and then vacuuming. And then I wanted to pop into Avery's room and kind of do the same for her room. So when she went back to school in January after Christmas break, we got really strict with when she comes home from school, she has a set amount of things that she has to get done before she can do anything else. And one of them is picking up her room and making her bed, which has been working really well lately. With her knowing her expectations, even if it's something she doesn't want to do, if she knows ahead of time and she's prepared, it goes over much better with her. So she's been coming in here and cleaning, but as you guys know with little kids, or I'm sure this is normal, they tend to accumulate a lot of junk and like clutter and little toys. So I like to come in here about once a month and just kind of get rid of all of that stuff. And it's funny because I do that and she doesn't even realize it's gone. So I come in here and kind of rearrange things, put things back where they're supposed to go. But then the rest of the month, I let her do her own thing because, it may not be perfect or where everything goes, but that's not what's important. What's important is that she's helping clean and she's doing it her way. It is her room, so I kind of let her do her thing and just kind of come up in here monthly and kind of just, make things look a little bit neater. I'll go ahead and put my Instagram right here, but come over and follow me, say hi. I love chatting with you guys over there. If you send me a message, I will respond, but just seeing you guys, if you guys clean or organize an area and you guys share that with me, I love seeing it. So come over and find me and show me your cleaning and organizing pictures. So one of the last things that I wanted to do was make my bed. There is nothing better than fresh sheets. And then I was going to, oh, and just so you know, I'm not perfect at making my bed. I call it a cleaning shortcut. It's progress over perfection. There are some things I'm very meticulous about, and I like to deep clean and get into every nook and cranny. And there's other things like making my bed. I'm like, I'm just going to get it done. I don't have time. And I'm pretty sure that pretty much all of us don't have time to be perfect at every task in our home, but I was going to make the bed, and then I was going to fold all of the laundry we had, and then I was going to be done. Well guys, that is it for the video. I hope you are leaving this video feeling motivated or inspired, or maybe you're just like, that was fun and entertaining. Hopefully I brought a smile to your face and made your day a little bit brighter. Thank you for sticking around to the end. I just can't believe that I have people who want to watch my videos, 30 minutes of a video. So if you've made it here, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I truly mean it. So stay tuned. There will be part 2 of my kitchen organization video up on Thursday, and then my normal weekly Sunday cleaning motivation. Thanks guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey guys, if you need to organize your pantry, then this video is perfect for you. I'm going to be organizing my parents' small pantry. It's basically a pantry within kitchen cabinets. So I'm going to be bringing you along, giving you step-by-step instructions on how to organize your pantry as well. Even if you have a bigger pantry, I'm going to be giving you some tips and ideas for different size pantries. I'm going to make this super easy and super clear so you can easily organize your pantry or kitchen. I'll also be sharing other kitchen organizational systems that you need, so I promise by the end of this video, you're going to leave feeling ready and prepared to organize a space in your kitchen. Hey guys, so this is what we're going to be tackling today. Okay, so this is what we are working with, and as you can see, it's just not a great system. So they have a ton of cans right here. They'll tend to buy food when they're on sale, but then it's like, okay, they were going to make chili recently, and it's okay, do we have everything we need for chili? You know, what's back there? So the can system was definitely not working. And so with this pantry specifically, okay, they're pretty deep. They do pull out, which is a nice, but still, I mean, you have cans stacked back here. It's like, okay, well, what is that can? and then things that are just laying up there. So hopefully I can help them find a better system. So ultimately the goal is when they need an item, they know exactly where to go to get it.
Easy world. I feel like I was never heard. All I wanted was to be loved. What if I lost touch?
So not only am I going to be organizing this pantry, but I'm also going to be sharing other organizational tips and organizational systems that have worked for me and my pantry that is a little bit bigger than this. I know all pantries are different sizes and shapes, so I just wanted to show you guys some other examples of how you can organize your pantry if it's not exactly like my parents'. My parents have pull-out shelves, so you may have a similar pantry, but maybe you don't have pull-out shelves. So I'm going to give you a lot of tips and other organizational ideas for your pantry, even if it looks a little bit different, if it's a different size and all of that. I will also have a little graphic that will give you step-by-step instructions on how you can go about and make organizing your pantry super easy.
You're making time. What makes it worth the while? You will make it in time. You will find a way slow.
Okay, so for step one, like I said, I'll have a little graphic that you can download if you want in the description, but step one is make sure you start organizing with a fully stocked pantry. So it's full. You have all of the food that you have most every single week. Start with a fully stocked pantry. Step number two, take stock of what you have in the pantry and what you would like to keep in there. So, is there anything in another cabinet that you wish you kept in your pantry? So make sure you have everything in there. Step number three, measure the pantry. Measure all of the shelves. How big is it on the floor? How big are the shelves? And then go shopping. I like doing this personally online. I like doing my shopping online, but you can obviously go somewhere in person if that's what you prefer. I like doing it online because I can price compare. So I can, bring up similar organizational systems or say like what's going to work here, there, kind of browse different options, but also price compare. So what does the Dollar Tree have? What does Amazon, Walmart, Target, Bed Bath & Beyond? They have a lot of great organizational systems all online. And this is where knowing your dimensions is super important and how big your shelves are. This is where it will come in handy. So I actually did all of this pre-work before I came to organize today. So you need to do some pre-work before you actually sit down and do the actual organizing. So since this wasn't my pantry, I came over, I measured the shelves, I told my parents to make for sure it was fully stocked, and I also kind of looked at what type of foods they had in here. And in my mind, I started writing down categories. So for example, they have a lot of noodles, they have a lot of mac and cheese, they have a lot of taco stuff. And in my mind, I tried to group the foods that were alike, so I knew I could group those together. Obviously, if this was my own pantry, I already know the categories that we keep in our pantry, but I think grouping things together will allow you to contain them and then put them in containers. A suggestion is to try to do what works for your family. So my parents have a lot of rice. They are big rice eaters, and myself, my family, we are not. So if I had packets of rice or a box of rice, I would put that with probably a side container, make a whole side container. But for my parents, they needed a whole basket for rice because they have a lot of rice. So keep in mind what works for you and what you have a lot for your family and what you keep around in your pantry for your family.
And, things linked down below. Most of them I got from Amazon, but I did get these from the Container Store, which isn't my favorite place to shop because we don't have one close by, but I ordered them online and they're the best containers. They're actually pretty cheap, I would say, because I tried to get some from Amazon, similar ones, not the exact same ones, similar ones from Target and Amazon, but they were way more expensive. So I feel like they're a pretty good price, and it's a multi-purpose bin, which is exactly why I love them, is you can honestly use them all over. And if you guys have watched me organize my freezer before, this is what I use in my side-by-side freezer. I'll include a clip right here. But yeah, I have these in my freezer, and they're just, they slide right in there, and they are perfect and durable. So I thought they would be perfect for their pantry and what they have going on.
Alright, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up the moonlight, believe in the magic. On side, we'll make it feel just right. Just look at that bright light, believe in the magic, and we can save you from your past.
So before I put the food into bins, I wanted to make for sure I was washing them and they were all clean.
Else makes sense, just dance. What you gonna do? We're doing it all. The feeling is so. Maybe you got me. Believe in the magic. We're doing it all. The feeling is so. Maybe you got me. Believe in the magic. Maybe you got me.
Okay, so I went through and I grouped everything. So we have light cans, put that right there. So we have, they obviously had a lot of canned food, so I wanted to group all of that together. And I think that was one of the biggest hurdles in their old pantry was, you know, the regular beans were mixed with the sloppy Joe mix and the refried beans. So I went ahead and grouped them all together. And then over here I did categories. So we have noodles, mac and cheese kind of goes with the noodles. And then this is all extra stuff, which we're talking about moving to a different area, but this is all extras. So these are things that they already have, you know, open in the fridge, and they're just, you know, things they bought on sale that they want to keep extra of. So these all were just taking up space in the pantry. And again, like I said, they're all extras. We have baking supplies, some tuna, and then chicken broth.
And it's so, maybe you got me. Believe in the magic. Maybe you got me.
So I was just wiping things down and cleaning before we started the actual organizing.
We're doing it all. The feeling is so. Baby, you got me. We're doing it all. The feeling is so. Baby, you got me. Believe in the magic.
So I know a lot of you guys who have asked me to organize their pantry because it was a smaller pantry, which you don't see a lot. I feel like I haven't come across a lot of videos on YouTube with a cabinet pantry, small pantry. So they obviously have these nice pull-out shelves, which does add a different element to organization for them. And so if you guys don't have these pull-out shelves, I'm gonna give you some ideas that you can implement. Let's say, you know, it was just a cabinet like this and they didn't pull out. I'm gonna give you guys some different things that maybe you can implement into your pantry to make it more organized. So one of them, which I actually had, I didn't know if we would use it. It's something that I had at home. It's Lazy Susans. Lazy Susans are wonderful for so many reasons. And so at first I was going to use them in here, but with the shelves pulling out, there's no need to use a Lazy Susan. But if this was in, you know, you could add your stuff and then spin it so you can see everything that's on it. So utilize Lazy Susans for sure, and I'll put some other ideas here.
So another tip or step when you're organizing is try to use vertical space. So you can use wire racks like this one, which you could set up on the floor or your pantry. If you have room, you can also use these tiered organizers. This is great for spices. I have one in my kitchen, or anything. If you have similar shelves like my parents do in their pantry and it doesn't pull out, you could stack things like cans. So you could use organizational systems like this. There's racks like this where you can store things under the shelf and then on top of the shelf. So again, you're using that vertical space, which gives you more space than what you really have.
For too long.
Utilizing vertical space is very important. I even see some pantries that have these little drawer organizers in the bottom of their pantries, or you could even utilize door space, which I do with my shoe organizer. And this is really nice when you unbox things like drink mixes, peanut butter, peanuts, all of that. So try to utilize door and vertical space as much as you can to give yourself some more space in your pantry.
I thought you were stealing my heart away. I just couldn't stay. I've been stuck in the past for too long. About you, I was wrong. I got myself wanting you, even though I never felt like you are the one I.
So I found these can organizers on Amazon and they were perfect. I was able to store all of their cans in their pantry in 2 racks sitting next to each other in the narrow drawers. You can even stack these. So they come in a pack of 2. And so I bought 2 total, which I have 4, but they come in a pack of 2 if that makes sense. I couldn't stack them because my parents don't have the height in their pantry, so I was able to sit them side by side. But if you had the height in your pantry, you could definitely stack them. And I know I kind of stacked the cans a little bit too high, 3 rows high, which you're not supposed to do, which it worked out. It was fine for our situation, but if you only stack them 2 rows high of cans, you can for sure stack the can organizers on top of each other.
Got myself wanting you, even though I never felt like you are the one. I like to go back in time and just tell myself, don't defend yourself, here's all it's
So these containers are great. I actually have some at my home in my pantry. I got them from Amazon and they're just great for cereal, pancake mix, which my parents had in a Ziploc bag. And you could put snacks, chips, pretzels, pretty much anything in here. And my parents also had granola up here with their cereal, which I'll have to get some more containers like this for the granola. I guess I kind of underestimated to try to store more things. But another tip is to try to store things that you don't use as often up at the top or behind things in your pantry. So I was actually going to put the granola back up behind the cereal because they don't use it on a daily basis and only my dad uses it, and he's pretty tall and my mom is pretty short. So, you know, it's a perfect space that, you know, you have all of that space behind the cereal containers that's going unused. So you would want to put stuff back there that you don't use daily, or, you know, take the tallest people in your family, whatever they use on a daily basis, put it back there. And then the shorter people, make sure the stuff is easily accessible for them.
we can let this go to waste. I don't want nobody else.
And then step 7 is group things together and put things into containers and box what you can. You can write expiration dates on the bottom of the container with tape. And if you need directions for something like, say, pancake mix, which we didn't need, my parents have that memorized, we personally do as well, you can always cut out the directions from the box and tape it on the back of the container. But like I said earlier, to group things together that make sense for your family. The example I gave earlier was make it make sense for your family. So we have a side basket that we put a variety of sides together, like quinoa and rice and mac and cheese. But someone like my parents, they had a lot of rice, so they want to group those all together. So just do what makes sense for your family when you're grouping things together.
Okay, so when we put these in, at first, I had envisioned them, this being the front, you know, them sitting here, but I could only get 2 to fit here. And then I was like, well, I guess I could put one like that. So it would still be 3, but we would only be able to fit 1, 2, and there would be a tiny bit of space, which we would be just so small we wouldn't be able to do anything with. And there would be a 3rd one back here. Now, if I switch them like this, then we still have a little bit of space right here that I could tuck something away. So, not how I had envisioned, but I played around with it and it makes more sense.
Feels like we're fading out. I'm losing you. Can't we try again? Don't let this go to waste. Feels like we're fading out. I'm losing you. Oh, can't we try again? Don't let this go to waste.
So it was really cool with all of these rice packets that they had. They had somewhere else in their kitchen and they wanted them in their pantry, but I was able to create so much more space in their pantry, more room, that we were able to pull some stuff from a different cabinet and pretty much clear a whole extra shelf and space over there by organizing the pantry.
Close to me. I hope that we can work it out. Wanna feel you close to me.
Okay, so when I had ordered these bins, I did not order, I only ordered one of the small bins. I don't know what I was thinking, but I think it's actually going to work out. So we have this extra space right here, and my parents have all of the spaghetti sauce, and this was something we're gonna end up putting a lot of the other extras they have in a different cabinet, but this isn't really an extra. So extra would be like extra ketchup, extra mustard, extra pickles. They already have those open in the refrigerator, you know, but they don't have spaghetti sauce open, so that's not technically an extra. So I think what I'm gonna do, I think this will work out, I'm gonna put them here, which it'll be nice because you have your noodles here, your spaghetti noodles. So when they go to make spaghetti noodles, spaghetti or any other type of pasta, and they want to use marinara, these are grouped on the same.
Wanna feel you close to me. Wanna feel you close to me.
Okay, so I know this isn't technically pantry related, but kind of. So they do have a little bit of overflow from their pantry up here, and they actually had all of these guacamole packets, gravy packets, taco seasonings and stuff like that, and they also had some random rice packets in there, which I was able to put in their actual pantry. So we have these. They have snacks for when the kids come over. So these are the applesauce pouches, and they have granola bars. So I got this nice little divider, Lazy Susan turntable thing that I thought would be perfect for up there to consolidate granola bars, packets, and pouches. So yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Watch me. Just follow every move. Touch me. Let me know you wanted to.
I cannot wait to get one of these for my pantry. You could do so many things with this. You could use it in your refrigerator, you can use it in your pantry, any cabinet, and the options are endless with this. And it's also perfect for my parents specifically because I think I said earlier that my mom is pretty short, and so she loves turntables, Lazy Susans like this, because she can just turn it and grab what she needs, and she doesn't have to worry about things being tucked away in the back.
Alright, so this is perfect for, like I said, if you have cabinets or drawers or shelves that don't pull out. Okay, so this is the boxes we were able to get rid of, and we didn't get rid of a lot of boxes because that's just kind of what worked for them, but these are the containers and boxes bulky boxes that we were able to get rid of. And then these were random baskets that they had down there in their corner Lazy Susan cabinet. So I was able to get rid of all of this stuff and put in their actual pantry.
I ended up moving all of their extras on the bottom shelf in that corner Lazy Susan cabinet. I was able to completely empty that by all of those other baskets that I was talking about. The rice packets were down there, so all of this space was completely open by me organizing the pantry, and it's just nice because they don't really need extras taking up space in their pantry because they already have one open somewhere else. So they can put all of their extras down here in the back, tucked away, and it's just a perfect spot.
Okay, so since we're organizing, I do have a video, which I will link down below, of where I organize their spice cabinet with these spices, and it just ends up being a perfect spot because you have their stove and oven right here, so they can open this. Previously, they were not utilizing this drawer at all for spices, and it just ended up being a perfect spot. So when they're cooking, they can grab it, they can see it. So I will also have these linked down below in the description, as well as that video, but you can go see that. And then if you guys are in need of some really good canisters that are very well priced, I highly suggest these Better Homes and Gardens. I got them from Walmart for them. So they're nice. I love the white, the shiny white, and they're pretty durable. So in order to seal it, it seals really tight. So that's why I like keeping, your sugar, flour, whatever else. I mean, you could honestly use these for so many different things in your home. Seals tight. So these are really nice. I will have them linked below as well. And I featured these in the same video of when I organized their spices.
When you were leaving, I need you even more than I did before.
All right, so now it's time to label, and I busted out my beloved Cricut Joy machine. This makes labeling so easy. There's an actual app for the Cricut Joy that you can literally go on your iPhone, and it already has labels created. So you just type in the words, the letters, and you can make amazing labels for all over your home. And they even have, like, what I'm using today is the most basic, like, it's not even a label, it's just, letters, but they actually have labels, like cute labels you can add to anything in your home.
Just to put me out again. Still I need you. I'm weak for you. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. I'm weak for you. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Now we're back where it started. You say you're sorry, so we forget about it. Simple as that, but I don't know where my heart is. Still all that I want is you. Yeah, you. You'll be the death of me still. You're my medicine. Yeah, I need it, I need it. You light my fire just to put me out again. Still I need you. I'm weak for you. Yeah, you.
These bins from the Container Store are just so great because I think I mentioned earlier that they're fairly cheap. Like, I feel like they're cheaper than what you would be able to find similar at Target or Amazon, and they have heavy duty handles. It's easy to grab them and pull them out wherever they are. Like I showed you guys earlier, I have them in my freezer, and it's just so easy to grab one, and they're heavy duty, and they've lasted. It's been for over 2 years I've had them, and they still look brand new.
You'll be the death of me still. You're my medicine. Yeah, I need it, I need it. You light a fire just to put me out again. Yeah, I need it. Weak for you. Yeah, you. Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and put my Instagram right here. I would love for you guys to come over, find me over there if you have one. Make sure if you do, say hi to me, send me a message. That's one of my favorite ways to be able to connect with you guys is over on Instagram.
Is that what you want me to do? Now I'm trying to let you go, but I'm always losing control. Is that what you want me to do? Now I'm trying to let you go, but I'm always losing control. Is that what you want me to do?
Hey guys, I am finished. I'm gonna show you how it looks. I love it, and my parents do. So that makes me happy that they enjoy it and they like it. So we'll start with the top. So up here, this was pretty simple. Just put the cereal in the containers. And they had a bunch of stuff back there that we were able to put in other cabinets over here. I put the pancake mix back here. I wasn't able to get all 4 to fit right here, and they don't eat pancakes a ton. and they know it's back there. So cereal, because I eat that almost daily, out front, and then we tucked the pancake mix back in the, or all the way in the back. And there's even extra room back here. So if there's anything else that they want to put back here, they can. And then over here, we have a container for rice, a container for potatoes, baking, and then tuna. I didn't label the tuna because I don't know if they'll keep tuna in that container every single time. So I left that one blank. And even though you can't see the labels because of the way it's tucked in there, I mean, the idea is with these bins, and that's why it's nice, is they have these handles. So you can easily, I'm trying to do it one-handed since I have the camera on the other hand. But the idea is, okay, they need potatoes, you know, they can just grab this out and it's labeled. So that's why I love these bins, because they're heavy duty, they have the handles, and they're just perfect for this organization project. Then here we have noodles. This is mac and cheese right now. They bought this recently, I think, from Costco to keep on hand for when the twins come over, or my girls when they come over. I didn't want to get really specific because I feel like they always have a lot of noodles, so I just figured we'll keep it noodles, and then this is their taco bin, and then extra jars of spaghetti sauce, because they end up, or marinara sauce, which they end up using a lot. And then I think this is my favorite part, all of these cans that they had that was just randomly stacked down here. These are pretty amazing. There's multiple different racks of these on Amazon, but I had to find specific ones that would fit into these small shelves. And it works perfect because they have a lot of cans, but we were able to successfully get them all in here, which is pretty nice. Enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas for organizing your own pantry. I think one of the hardest things about pantry organization is we all are working with different spaces. Some of us have big pantries, some of us have small pantries, some of us have pantries with shelves that pull out, other ones don't, and that can be a little bit difficult. Not to mention we all have different items and foods and stuff that we keep in our pantries. So it can be a little bit difficult, but what I try to do with this video is give you guys a variety of ideas. So no matter the kitchen you have, the pantry you have, or the type of food you have, hopefully I got those creative juices going and you can take what I've given you and go and organize your pantry or a space in your house. Thank you for sticking around, and make sure you're subscribed. There's lots of cleaning motivation on my channel, a lot more organizing videos coming. Kitchen organization, office organization, bedroom, bathroom. I have a lot more planned. So get ready. We're gonna get this done. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.